All right, welcome in, builders. We have kind of a interesting one today. I have access to the limited playtest for Chaos Zero Nightmare. This is a new Korean-developed gacha game that's coming out, and it looks like it's doing some interesting things. So I figured, what the heck? Why don't we check it out? I will have to get into game. Apparently, right here, my volume settings are not applying at the moment. I don't know if that's a bug or what. So if it's really loud, let me know. I'm monitoring it on OBS, and I've had to make some system changes to bring that down because very dramatic intro video is very dramatic and loud. So let me know if that is the case. I also don't know exactly where I need to put my face. It is a horror game, so I figured camera is appropriate. And yeah, we'll just move that around as we go. I know not too much. It's gonna have like team building, and the combat is gonna be with cards. That very much reminds me of Mormains. Yeah, so we'll see about that. Hey Union, how's it going? Let me know if that volume's giving you trouble. Once we get in game, hopefully the volume settings will apply and I can go rebalance back to normal so I know exactly what it's doing. Okay, hopefully everything's downloaded. Hopefully we're gonna start on the intro video. I tried as hard as I could not to skip the intro stuff, but to get in and make sure we had downloaded everything. So I'm hoping that this is going to start the intro video. We shall see here. Okay, good. Earth, 10 January 2206. We've already lost our home planet. Earth has been ravaged by the Chaos incident. Chaos Zero Nightmare. Resetting the unknown to zero. Or as we call it, Chaos Zero Project. Advancing technology to... I like the animation. You speak of saving lives, yet you steal away their right to choose death. You know, say what you will about the gachas, at least the production value of these has definitely been rising. Vice Captain Sacrifice, how touching. Oh, we got the death lilies. Endowed with the capability to forget, only we humans are capable of completing missions without fear or harm or side effects, making us unparalleled throughout the universe. Yeah, it looks like she's having a great time. Yeah. Hey, Yasha, how's it going? If an unending evil truly exists in the universe, then we will become their nightmare. It definitely looks safe. Prologue, the blue pot. Vitals detected. Life core anomaly detected. Please verify. You do have your choice between either Japanese or Korean for the vocals, and obviously it is English for the translation. I believe you have Korean, Japanese, English, and Chinese for the choices. The captain is regaining consciousness. Hey, Flash, how's it going? Captain, can you hear me? A violent storm of memories surged through your mind, burning everything in its path. From the depths of your muddled memories, the last thing I had said slipped from my lips before I even realized it. No. Memory loss confirmed. Captain! Captain! Breaking up there from somebody. The fog in your mind slowly dissipates. A lingering dizziness and a dull ache in your chest remain. Mika, Ray, everyone. Captain, what's wrong? You look really pale. Whoa, yeah, your face is white as a ghost. It's nothing. Doesn't look it. Hold on, let me check something. Nightmare, this is Mika. I believe Nightmare's the ship we are on. Connection established. Requesting biometric records from the captain from the pre-infiltration scan. Understood, 1 moment. Scan complete, no anomalies detected. Weird, could it be that... You're not nervous, are you, Captain? Ray? I'm kidding, just trying to lighten up the mood. Everyone, monsters ahead! So, we're gonna build these teams, and it works somewhat like, I guess, Darkest Dungeon, with like going insane from stress. That seems to be one of like the main gimmicks. They're not that strong, Captain, your orders. Take them down. Don't guard down. Engaging. Alright, tutorialize me. Enemy spotted, engaging in combat. The tactics we can employ are displayed for you below, Captain, in the form of cards. When you drag and drop / card onto the enemy, it attacks the target. Okay. I'm not gonna fight the tutorial. We're just gonna follow whatever it wants. Oh, I like that. Okay, so it's gonna bring the character up when we're using one of their cards. You've dealt significant damage. Not a bad move for a first timer. Hold up, what's this? This symbol anticipates the enemy's actions. The monster will attack soon. The expected damage from the attack will be displayed on the health bar. Okay. We must defend ourselves. Oh, and I do see I'm kind of sort of in the way. Let me make an adjustment there. Unlock the camera. We'll try that. We must defend ourselves. Cards that do not require a target can be used by sliding them up. So we have weapon block, 100% shield. Gain a shield by playing a defense card. Good, now use the momentum to attack again. So we have Dark Blade attack. You've exhausted all of your AP. AP is required resource to play your cards. AP recovers every turn. Touching the focused area will end the turn. Not allowed to mouse? No. Orders, Captain. Okay, am I allowed to mouse over things now? Okay, he's going to do a chop. I don't know what 80% is, and it's going to do 18% damage. And you are going to shield, okay? So we'd like to finish you off before you shield, I assume? So we have Water Barrier, which is a heal. Essence of Water, which is a heal and an action point. So if I did that... Okay, we healed and we gained energy. We have Dark Blade attack, which isn't going to finish him off. We have Downward Cut, which is not going to finish him off. And Material Regeneration, which is a heal. Okay, attack you. Twice. Yeah, no shield for you. Okay, we have more heals. Now, I do know from watching somebody for all like 2 minutes that we discard our hand at the end of turn. So I suppose there's no reason not to finish off our cards. Hey, Val, how's it going? This is a limited playtest for Chaos Zero Nightmare. So it's not out yet. They just had a sign up for playtest, and it's been a couple days before now, and it ends tomorrow. So I figured I'd just check it out since I did get into it. It is a gacha. I have no idea what their monetization is going to look like, if it's the good, the bad, or the ugly. We shall see. I'm hoping while we're doing this stream to get at least to the gacha system so we can look at it. And if we're having fun, we'll play for a while longer. And if we don't, then we won't. So we'll just see how it goes. I do like the idea of like Darkest Dungeon type mental breaks. That's what I'm curious to see how they implemented something like that. Okay, so we have some attacks. Wind, what's this? Next attack card you use gain an extra hit. Okay, so we do that. All right, who hits the hardest? 100% damage. Okay, that takes him to 47. Okay, he hits way harder. Oh, but the crit though. A Slice of Darkness. Damage 100% for 1 turn's increased basic attack card damage by 100%. Okay, is that a basic attack? Okay. Obviously, this UI has been designed with a phone or tablet in mind, but it plays fine on PC here. Ooh, that's done. Nice work, Owen. Really, thanks. I think I'm finally getting used to the chaos environment. Huh, that's when it's most dangerous. Don't let your guard down. Oh, okay, got it. Captain, are you all right? Yeah, I'm just a little dizzy. Maybe we should call it a day and head back for now. We could come back after resupplying. She's right, I've never seen you like this before. I say we head back. I'm fine, really. Let's continue the mission. If you insist, continue with the mission. Well, since it's decided, let's keep our spirits high. Biological life signs detected ahead. Okay, we got some weird little, like, Oni creatures. Scan results confirmed an unidentified entity. Yeah, it's eating something. Maybe it hasn't noticed us? Ah, we've been spotted. Captain, there was a sudden flash. A new tactic just came to mind. Use the card of a combatant with Epiphany. Okay, is it gonna tell me? No, not gonna tell me what Epiphany is. Hang on. Okay, I have to attack that guy? Ah, okay. Cards obtained through a flash can be used for one turn without consuming AP. Ooh, nice, an AoE. Okay, that'll work. And then finish it off. Okay, seems like he's a pretty good DPSer. What are those things? Honestly, I'd really like to look into it further. Logged as unidentified entity. Need for analysis. Captain? I'm calling it now amnesia. The most common thing to afflict a main character in a gacha. Consciousness restored. Neuron signals stable. Captain, are you alright? I'm detecting visual data in your brainwaves. Oh, why am I here? You're on Protoss, aren't you? No, you're a Protoss, aren't you? Or is that Protos? Protos. You do remember that, right? Doesn't appear to be chaos-induced amnesia. Called it. Memory loss in a Protos. I shouldn't find that fascinating, should I? You should still confirm. Right, let's go by the book. What's your name? Obviously, my name is Babel. Can I put that there? No space allowed. And I can also maybe spell it correctly. Babel Builder. It's Babel Builder. Affiliation? Imperial Central Command. Protoss Operational Division. Archeon 6, the fleet. And Captain of the Chaos Battleship SS Nightmare. Ooh, guess it's nothing serious. I'll log it as short-term memory loss. What about the agents? I was about to tell you. Hate to drop this on you right after waking up, but the situation's urgent. I hope you understand. All yours, Maria. The infiltration operation into the Chaos, the Blue Pot, through the Singularity HE0042 was a failure. Agent Ray was forced to recall after suffering severe physical trauma, currently awaiting treatment in the trauma center. Agents Owen and Mika returned to the emergency recall due to a mental breakdown, currently recovering. Hey, Kingpin. This is the limited playtest for Chaos Zero Nightmare. It's a new Korean horror gacha with like some card mechanics going on here. A little bit of Darkest Dungeon mental stress vibes. The captain came back from unconsciousness, showing life core anomalies in the emergency recall. Regained consciousness, but showed signs of short-term memory loss. Vice Captain Renoa, missing. Oh, is that the one that keeps breaking up on us? A storm of memories burns through your mind once again. Logged as unidentified entity. Need to return for full analysis. Riona. The nightmare is ongoing. So look at that. I'm already level 2. That's how good I am. All right, what do we got? I assume this is gonna probably be... I'm gonna assume that's probably premium currency. Advanced battle memory. Okay, so we're gonna level up via currency. Not one of my favorite things about gachas, if I'm being honest. Having to farm up level materials. Pretty standard for the genre, though. Partner XP. I don't know what that is. And unit. Currency accepted. Okay, so money. Got it. Let's hope for no stress check. I think there's definitely going to be stress checks. That seems to kind of be this game's thing. The captain slowly begins to regain his memories, but the unexpected event leads to a crisis, and something that should never happen occurs. Coordinates of record. A product that records accumulated while adventuring through. Increase your captain's navigation level. Okay, so like account XP, if I'm guessing. Not my first rodeo. Okay, we have a team. You cannot change teams in story. Okay. What do we have? So maybe this is like a class symbol and then an element, or maybe I've got those backwards. Well, maybe. And then a pause symbol. I don't know what that is. Okay. Let's see. Prologue, a promise unkept. Captain, what's wrong? Renoa? You look like you've seen a ghost. That's rude, you know. Sorry. Just feeling a little dizzy. That's what happens when you don't get enough sleep. How many times have I told you to stick to the recommended sleep schedule, Captain? You don't have to push yourself so hard. We all know that you're doing your best. Sometimes you need to take care of yourself, too. I'm pleading with you. All right, Renoa. Try to get some rest for now. We'll rotate shifts for watch. And just to be clear, this isn't a request. Thanks to the team's insistence, you managed to take a short nap. A faint ache in your chest lingers, but it's nothing that would hinder the mission. Let's move. Yes, Captain. All right, let's roll. Enemies ahead. Well, I like the enemy model design so far. Okay, we've got like a giant in the background here. Okay, so we have like a animated 2D background. All right, I like the aesthetic so far. How could something like this exist? More unidentified entities. Our intel's bad. Something feels off. What should we do? We can't avoid them. Captain, your orders. Take them down. Understood, engaging. I wonder if 3 is the magic number for a party. I do know that there's going to be like a roguelike mode where we get to do some actual deck building. I think in story mode, each character just kind of has their deck of moves. So it'll be interesting to see how different that is. I also noticed that I assume this is like stress. We are really stressed. Okay, so we have a creature here. What do these mean? Morale 1, frail 1. And I don't know what either of those mean. It's a mutant winged humanoid beast. It's healthy. Okay. Material regeneration is a heal. Damage for 1 turn, morale 2. Okay. And just straight damage. Okay, so let's do this. What's morale do? 37 damage. Morale. Okay, so each morale point must be worth 20% bonus damage. And it looks like that's a team buff, if I'm guessing. It looks like we share HP. Okay, so everyone's going to do more damage, so he attacks because he hits the hardest. And then we have another attack. Okay, we could heal, but we don't need it. We could heal and we have extra. So I don't know if we have... Whoop, that was not what I meant to do. I don't know if we have a reshuffle. Or if we have to use all of our cards before that. Let's just do this. What's that going to do? I can keep going. Oh, okay, you want me to do it. Okay, we're drawing 5, I assume is what that means. Uh-oh. Escapism. Okay, so that was our mental break there. No, this can't be real. Okay, so and then those purple pinkish numbers that popped up, I think that was more, I'm gonna call it stress until I know otherwise. Mika, while a character is in collapse status, their max health decreases. Using the required number of break cards will recover from the breakdown status. So we need to play, it looks like 5 escapism cards. Mental breakdown. When you play 5 cards, remove the mental breakdown and reduce the stress of Mika. Okay, these don't seem to have a cost. We could do a shield, and we can attack. All right, we'll do both. The vocal actors sound familiar? Probably. I mean, you kind of get the same group of people working in the VA stuff. I have it on Japanese audio right now, but you also can put it into Korean. All right, let's see what this does. So 4 and 5. Okay, so that gave us a heal, which looks like it regens some of our max HP, or our max HP is back and healed some of it. And then it looks like we de-stressed a little bit. Running away won't change anything. When a character recovers from a breakdown, their max health also recovers. Characters recovered from mental breakdown have their EP consumption temporarily decreased. I assume that's energy points. I assume that's those. And then what is this? Surge. Ego skill. Create 2 source of water cards. Grant exhaust to it. Okay, so we have like a ability that's charged when we recuperate from a breakdown. I think that's what this is telling me. Can I click on you? Ego skill, 300% damage, tenacity damage. That makes me think probably like a stun meter or something, maybe. Damage and a big shield. And I can't use these because you guys haven't... Yeah, you guys haven't had a breakdown, okay? And then she did this skill. So she's at... It costs 0 instead of 1. We heal, and then we gain an action point. Okay, do it. And do it. Okay, 100% damage for 1 turn. Increase basic attack cards. Is that for everybody or just for you? Okay. 300% damage. I don't remember what that was beforehand. Okay. Japanese actors that work for Korean companies probably isn't the largest pool. That could be. I assume that they probably contracted with a Japanese studio because you can do full Japanese auto, which is what I have it on, or you could do Korean. I don't consume enough Korean media to have the vague familiarity with some of the language, whereas I do with Japanese. You can attack with a powerful combination. Can I? All right. Discard all other combat cards in hand. For each discarded card, create 2 dirge bullets. Okay. Deal damage 50% times 3 for 1 turn. Increase the damage of dirge bullet by 100%. Damage, discard all dirge bullets and apply 80% damage for each card. And just a basic attack. And his extra hit card. Okay, so if I do this, are you going to discard the other cards? Okay, discards other people. Okay, deal 50% times 3 for 1 turn. Increase the damage of dirge bullets. Okay, we do that. Okay, and then we could do this, which is deal 320% when moved to the graveyard. Perform an extra attack to a random enemy. Or 180% plus 80% damage, discard all dirge bullets and apply 80% damage for each discard. So that'd be 240 extra damage. Is that actually better than just hitting with this? When used, this card moves to the exhausted pile. All right, let's just do that and see. No, and we just kill him on the first hit. I probably thought about that too hard. More biosignatures ahead. There's quite a few this time. Over there. Ah, they're coming down. Nom nom. Wait, something's... Those ghouls obviously have Corpse Eater. Watch out! Mmm. Humanoid mutant winged creature. Delicious. A massive shockwave from the monster slams into you. A sharp pain jolts through your ribs. They're most likely fractured. Captain! I'm fine. Your body refuses to move. Yeah, I'm totally fine. I just can't move. Captain, you're bleeding! Escape isn't an option. We have to fight. Are we gonna be okay? Oh, and stick with me. One thing, I did watch the dev interview or whatever it was, and one of the things that they said was they wanted to have really, really large monsters, and so they decided to go kind of with the chibi look in combat, because they tried to do the regular anime character look, but because they had to make them so small to give you the scale of the monsters, you couldn't see any details. So this was kind of a art choice driven via, I'm gonna say mechanics / art choice for this. So far I think it works pretty well. It's got kind of the gap thing here with these creepy pseudo, I'm gonna say realistic, but that's not really the word I want, monsters, and then like the chibi little force here. Okay, so we could do dark attack. We have to protect the captain. There's no turning back. Okay, dark attack is just basic. Discard other card. Okay, let's do dirge bullets again. Yes. All right, fire all my guns. Okay, I think it would be better to play the dirge bullets until I'm out of AP and then use that attack as like a finisher. I think I'm understanding that card a little more. I really hope that their system is good enough that you can make combos between different characters. That's the type of like strategy deck building I really enjoy. I mentioned it before, but I played a little bit of Moremains. I got up to a few chapters into that, and I really liked their deck building. It was a very similar system to this. Okay, Ballad of Pitch Black. Okay, we don't have any dirge bullets. Morale would give us a damage buff. Okay, let's do that. Give us the morale for the damage buff. Then we gain an extra hit. Then we could do Vulnerable 2 or the Gale Strike. We have 2 AP left. Let's get the shield. Okay, 150 damage. We have a shield up. I'm out of AP. The Cyclops loves leg day. I like the weird, like, makeshift bone sickle thing he's got going here. If we keep going, I have to do something. They're headed this way. Be careful, everyone. Oh, pop. And then there were 2. Ray! No, Owen. Gloom. It's my fault. If only I was stronger. Captain, we need to initiate emergency recall. No sound comes out when you try to speak. Oh no, activating emergency recall protocol for agents Owen and Mika. Nightmare. Captain needs immediate emergency recall as well. Unable to detect Captain's signal. It seems that the earlier impact disrupted the Captain's life core. Captain, you fight to take a breath. Riona. Activate emergency recall for Riona. No! The signal! You promised! Nightmare, initiate emergency recall protocol. I'm sorry, Captain. Emergency recall protocol complete. Okay, so it looks like we're kind of like delving into the chaos realm and we can like teleport out is what I'm getting from this. Hey, Shinosuke. How's it going? And Broad, good to see you. Show you what you got, or we will do our best. I'm really curious to see once we get off the rails here of the tutorial. We have to save Riona, who will be left alone no matter what happens. All right, same currency as we've been seeing. Back to the blue pot. Yeah, that's not happening. Do you really think you're fit for a mission in your condition? The life core Riona forcibly implanted is only barely stable. If anything goes wrong again, you might not come back. And it's not just you. Rei is in deep trauma after the forced recall. She won't be able to participate in battle anytime soon. Mika and Owen also need time to recover from the emergency. Okay, so I already lost her name. The redhead girl isn't dead. So she died in the Chaos Realm, but she's here. Hi. So we're like plugging into the Chaos Matrix or something. I think you already know what the answer is, Captain. We have to go get Renoa. She's waiting for us. How long do you think she can last? I want to save her too, but let's be honest, the chances are slim. I have the power of God and anime on my side. We have this. You feel the presence lingering outside the infirmary. Tressa, but her vitals haven't flatlined. Tressa! Riona's still alive. We must go save her. I'll go. I'll do it. But in exchange, Aline, could you handle my bad luck for a while? A commotion stirs in the hallway. I heard everything. Miss Riona saved us. I can still fight, Captain. You two, you're not in any condition to deploy. We need the power of Gacha to get some more people. Everyone! Yeah, I figured you wouldn't listen. Then, Eileen suddenly leans in close. Ouch! There, stings a little, doesn't it? But it's only temporary. This isn't an approved recovery ampule, so there might be side effects. If you don't find Renoa before the effects wear off, your visuals could destabilize and you'll be force recalled. Still willing to go? The most devastating scripted loss, my first one, was in Monster Seed. A Monster Rancher-like game. Threw half your roster and your best monsters, all aged out and died in the fight. Oh no. Yeah, I did that in... I think it was Xenoblade. Had like a scripted loss at the beginning of the game that I obviously didn't know. And I fought that battle for like an hour using every single consumable, every single power. And when I finally gave up, it's like, oh darn, we lost. Well, anyways, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Never mind, of course you are. Here, this recovery ampule is for Renoa. This is too dangerous, Miss Aline, you must stop them. Look at them, Maria. Do you really think this is up to us anymore? Understood. Then, may fortune favor you. These look like plugs from Evangelion. Just saying. All of you, thanks for being here with me. Of course, Captain. Miss Renoa's waiting for us. Right, we have to save her. Let's do this. Analyzing your previous mission data. Updating singularity coordinates detected. It's not far from where you were forced recalled. However, the chaos contamination levels are too high to scan for biosignatures. We cannot guarantee your safety. Set coordinates. We don't have much time. Are you sure about this? Because I'm really starting to worry. If something were to happen to you, Captain, don't worry, Elaine. I'm the protagonist. I'll return with Iona. I'm ready. Confirmed. Setting singularity coordinates to HE0046. Deploying infiltration ship. Descending now. If I ever was going to make a comedy type game, I would totally have the main character have a stat called plot armor. I would definitely do it. Miss Elaine, don't worry, I've taken all your bad luck away from you. The coffee machine only dispensed water today. That's a relief. Oh man, she's on death's door if she didn't get her coffee. Singularity secured. Setting agent recall coordinates, life core confirmed. Infiltration authorized. Transmission sequence activated. Protos. Commence operation. Actually, you know, now that I think about it, this is also kind of sort of like going into the warp or something, like an alternate reality, maybe? The chaos reality? Tressa has volunteered for the mission. Please proceed to approve the mission request. Ah, did I call it or did I call it? Okay, so we can rescue one time for free. Tressa is a 4-star, 4 rarity. She's a psychic. Okay, so the black and white thing is, I guess that's a class because void sounds like a element. This is very gacha. Yep. The agent who joined will become a strong asset for SS Nightmare. Okay, that did not let me look at what I wanted to see in there. You can observe chaos where the story will unfold. The blue pot. Chaos observation results small. Eye of the storm. You've discovered a chaos blue pot. Inside chaos, you will conduct an exploration with specific mission objective in mind. This time, the objective is to rescue Renoa. The captain and agents re-enter through the blue pot, and there an unknown disaster unfolds. Yeah, this definitely feels like that's an element. Chaos info? No. Not allowed to look at the info. Agents affected by deep trauma make combat difficult. Please replace the assigned agent. Okay, so there's like maybe some meta management. When you enter chaos with a combatant suffering from deep trauma on your team, you will activate deep trauma mode where penalties are intensified. If you slot in a combatant who's had experience with deep trauma, you can tap the button whenever to activate deep trauma mode. Okay, please assign Agent Tressa. Team formation complete. You can now enter chaos. One thing I will say, this is standard tutorializing. I do prefer tutorials where I'm allowed to click on and explore things. Like, I would like to answer my questions about the symbols and whatnot, and I can't really do that while I'm on Rails. It's standard, so I'm not like mad or anything. Also, I just noticed that there's 2 teams of 3 right there, so we probably have a mode where we need 2 teams. Just saying. That's cool. Oh, look at that. That has some like almost Attack on Titan vibes. Singularity HE0046. Agent status report. Owen, all clear. Mika, all clear. Tressa, all clear. Huh, the contamination levels, they feel lower than before. Confirm, the air's contamination levels dropped immediately after infiltration. Scanning for biosignatures. No immediate threats detected. Miss Elaine must have burdened my bad luck for me. I knew we could count on Miss Elaine. Captain, we're heading to the last known coordinates from the previous mission? Yeah, let's move out. Then I'll update the route to the target coordinates now. A sudden sharp headache strikes. Are you okay? No matter how many times we do this, I never get used to it. It's because the navigation through chaos links directly to the Proto's mind. It's unavoidable. Okay, so main character here is what allows these guys to get into chaos, I guess? Captain, I'll take the rear guard. I'm counting on you, Tressa. Sure thing. Okay, let's move out. Locations you can move to within chaos are called areas. Tap the area to move. Okay, so this is maybe a little taste of our roguelike. Okay, so we can do multiple paths. I'm guessing fight, rest area, random thing will happen. Let's do the random thing before the camp. I assume that's going to let us rest, so we would want to be on this southern path. Am I allowed to open anything else? Sure not. All right, we'll do it. No questions, just consumptions. Blue Gender, yes. I freaking loved Blue Gender. Especially the opening couple episodes. That was a show that really got like post-apocalyptic survival and just the absolute despair of it right. I really enjoyed that show, actually. Yeah, I haven't thought about that one in a long time, Flash. Only OGs will remember that one. They also had a song from that one that sounds almost like the opening to Megadeth's... What is that song? Skeletons? No. But I freaking love that song. I'm gonna have to go find that. Thanks. I'll be searching for that for freaking ever. Okay, we have some inspirations. Okay, so that's what these are maybe telling me. No, okay. Her picture means those are her cards. Okay, I understand this now. Okay, we could put up a shield. You guys are going to attack for a lot. Unsheath dagger, create 2 shadow daggers. Throw dagger. Heal. Heal and an action point. Okay, well, go ahead and do that. We'll get the extra action point. Let's create shadow daggers, I guess. Okay, 0 point attacks. 2 agony. All right, can I see? I don't know what agony is. Okay, it's a debuff. At end of turn, deal fixed dot damage 50% upon impact. Upon effect, reduce pain by 1. I assume that means agony by 1. Probably a translation thing. Okay, so we can dot you up. Okay, and then we could throw a dagger. Vital attack. Deal 80% damage times 3 if the target is in agony. Increase damage by 50%. Okay. And then I assume that those are gonna finish him off. Which I guess I don't have a choice because all we have is a shield and a heal. Oh, never mind. Alright, maybe we... Okay, knowing that, maybe we should have put 1 dot on each of them or... Okay, not much I could have done about that. Okay, her heal also reduced stress by 1, if I saw that right. Touch the button to use the ego skill. Wave of Darkness. Create 3 shadow daggers. Weaken 2 agony 4 times 2. Okay, I like the little anime cutscenes for using special attacks. I'm down. All right, and then we have a... Hold on, what else do you have? Okay, yeah. Dot him up. Okay, he just got a shield for 21. I have 2 more attacks. Do an extra hit. Okay, and that extra hit does seem to be... Can I bring you up? Yeah, so the extra hit card does seem to be him specifically, so I can't use it on him and then have one of them use it. Okay, easy peasy. Okay, and I was right, so we move to the next zone. Not the way to do it, apparently. There we go. You didn't like Blue Gender? I really enjoyed that anime. Rob River, hey Bubble, saw your video on Tale of Immortal a few days ago and got me into it. Thank you, I'm having a blast. Well, that's awesome, Rob. Yeah, I really enjoyed Tale of Immortal. I have a little bit of a mixed relationship with it. They had some troubled development, but the end product that as it currently stands is pretty good. I hope they get another DLC. Give me an excuse to play through it again. You're given choices in unidentified areas. Tap to select. So we could examine the bag, which we get credits. Well, actually, I don't know. I was gonna say I assume that's money, but maybe that's run currency. Or we could dice roll 12. Upon success, equipment Crimson Sword is obtained. You can check the detailed information. Tap to check the information about the red sword. Search through the debris. Oh, we got a D20. Oh, crap. 12. Success. When using a targeted attack card, inflict agony 2. 1 per turn. Captain, this seems to suit me well. Then it's decided. Okay, so we have gear. I really, really, really hope. Please just be gear that we get during a run. Please do not have weapon banners. Freaking hate weapon banners. I hate weapon banners so much. Please do not have weapon banners. The party finds something useful in the monster's remains. The group moved on, pushing aside the discomforting place. Leave. Okay, so campfire. What do you do? Rest is free. Do we have camping skills? This is a sanctuary established within chaos, trained to acquire cards or rest and recover health and stress. Secure 1 features to use the rest area. Okay, so we don't have it. Okay, so that does look to be maybe run currency. We could do training. I guess we rest for free. Recovers 20% health. Okay, does both of those things? Sure. Okay. What is a weapon banner? In gacha games, oftentimes you have to gamble for the characters, and then there will be a separate gamble system to get their best weapon. And in most gachas, it's like you have like a 2% chance for any individual roll to get what you actually want. And then after a certain number of failed rolls, you have like a 50-50 guaranteed chance to get what you actually want. So it is a lot of RNG, like Shinosuke said. I don't mind gacha systems in theory, but what I hate is multiple layers like that. I suffer from FOMO in games really badly, so I have to be very careful if I'm playing a gacha so that I don't spend. I tend to like to be either free to play or like a low spender, like $5 a month or something. I do not whale these. Please do not whale on gachas. People get themselves in a lot of trouble spending way too much money. Battle start. This is the enemy with the weakness attribute. If you want to see what some gacha looks like, Union, search my channel for Honkai Star Rail. I have a couple pull videos I did. I don't think I did any weapon banners, but you'll see what I'm talking about. This is an enemy with a weakness attribute. Alright, you can attack the weak point with slash card of the same attribute. Okay, so the whatever that symbol is, the attack symbol here. Gotcha. Okay, the weakness also did something to the second bar. Okay, we don't have any other weakness cards. Make some daggers. Bonus effect may be applied through Epiphany. The selectable additional effects change each time. Ooh, okay. So we can kind of like level up our card here. Create 3 shadow daggers, create 2 shadow daggers, but it's free. Create 2 shadow daggers. Created shadow dagger has agony effect increased by 3. We'll do that one. You can choose one of the given effects. The selected effect will remain active throughout your exploit. Okay, so this is upgrading the card for the current run. Gotcha. All right, so throw the dagger, throw the dagger. He's weak to this, whatever element it is. Okay, he got to attack back. Why was that? What do you do? Monster's already active. Okay, I don't... There must be a countdown number of cards, maybe. Okay, so... Hang on. Heal and gain an action point. Heal and heal. Okay. First impression of the roguelike seems relatively standard, but that's not a bad thing. Okay, vital attack. Deal 80% times 3 if the target's in agony. Increase damage by 50%. He's in lots of agony. Let's do it. We're gonna do a break or something here. We did a break. Enemy becomes a... The enemy becomes a breakthrough state. A little weird translation there. When fortitude is completely reduced, a breakdown occurs. The stress of the defeated combatant slightly decreases, and they gain 1 action point. The monster's action count increases by 1, and the broken fortitude will recover at the start of the next turn. Okay, so I bet you this 3 goes down every time we play a card. Hey, she does have an attack, a water attack. Okay, we can throw a dagger. Okay, do an extra hit. Okay, yep. Okay, I understand. Yep. Every time we play a card, his action count goes down. Makes sense. I do like playing games like this blind, so I don't have preconceived notions that sometimes you get if you've watched somebody else play. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Welcome, Captain. I've been waiting. Riona! Riona, you're alive! It's a good thing we were able to meet you so soon! Bingo! It's a good thing that we were able to meet so soon. But Captain, I always believed you would return. Oh yeah, she seems totally fine. Wait, something's not right. Renoa was found, but a strange sense of deja vu arises. Examine condition, result unpredictable. She's like possessed, maybe? No, instinctively I know what's in front of me is... That's not Riona! Everyone, prepare for combat! I'm preparing for battle! Captain, shouldn't we cancel the attack? It's definitely Riona. I trust your judgment. Beginning the attack. Really? Understood. Okay, what do we got? Basic attack. We have a heal. We're not at max HP. We have a heal. We have a heal. All right, water attack. Yes, you caught me. No, no. We're stressed. Okay, what can we learn about you? Got you. Unable to confirm. Weakness. Each combatant possesses a unique attribute from among... Okay. Passion, Void, Instinct, Order, Justice. Okay, so Passion, Void, Instinct, Order, Justice. When a combatant of a given attribute attacks a monster that is weak to that attribute, they can inflict greater damage and tenacity damage. Okay, so we're looking for our red cards to do tenacity damage. Weak to it. Yep. Okay, I understand the system. We have heal, we have heal. All right, so we just have some bunch of heals. Yeah, that's... I think that what's going to happen, Shinosuke, is these gacha games are going to cause more and more laws to be passed on them. We already saw that in the EU. Whatever the horse game is actually caused that they're starting to classify things as gambling. And as soon as they do that, then kids are going to be banned from it more and more. There was a... if you have a Hoyoverse account, you had to age verify yourself because there was some sort of data problem with like storing kids' data or something. We're just going to see more and more of that. They're being very reckless, and they're going to pay the price for it when it comes to monetization. Yeah, I am usually pretty anti-regulation and whatnot. However, when it comes to like kids and gambling and things like that, that's what's going to happen. People keep messing around with it, being irresponsible. Okay, Essence of Water, Dagger Throw, Unsheathed Dagger. Okay, we upgraded that card. That's probably a good one. All right, let's do his combo. So we get an extra hit because she's weak to that one. And then we know that the daggers are also... If I create 3 daggers, can we break you? I'm gonna guess that's a no. No, not quite. And we have a heal and an action point. I feel like these decks are not being truly random right now. I have a sneaky suspicion that this is preordained for the tutorial. Okay, get messed up. Shadow Dagger. Shadow Dagger. And there's the break. Okay, excellent. We have 1 point left, but nothing to do with it. Okay, because they were broken, they didn't get to attack. We have 4 cards to play until they do attack and 45 HP. We should just be able to finish it. Do the vital attack again. There we go. As expected, Captain, that was almost a disaster. The monster had been imitating Riona, finally revealed its horrifying true form. Epiphany. Okay, vital attack. I guess it leveled up. If the target's agony is greater than or equal to 3, trigger 1 more time. Okay, nice. All right, so she wants to build up stacks of agony and then do combos based on that. He wants to buff an extra hit and then use a hard-hitting card. And she seems like she's our healer support mainly. Once again, the group gathered their resolve and moved forward with determined steps. He's also about ready to go crazy again. Deeper into the blue pot. The chaos contamination levels are spiking rapidly. Everyone stay alert. This is strange. With this level of contamination, there should be monsters everywhere. Something's off. Captain. A sudden wave of dizziness crashes over you. Captain, are you alright? You felt dizzy in the last mission too. This is bad. Could it be the contamination levels? No, that's not it. Captain is a Protos. You played for 1 hour. I don't know. I missed the rest of that message. Captain is a Protos. Maybe it's from the monster we encountered last time. Unfortunately, the logs were lost, so we have no way to confirm it. Unidentified object detected within the chaos mist. Visibility is low. Nightmare requesting a biosignature scan. Acknowledge, scanning for biosignatures. Unable to scan, contamination levels are too high. We can't detect anything on our end either. Captain, your orders? We go in and confirm. This combat system is on a new engine you've seen recently in 2025 games. Unique way to do the AP. So far, I won't say I've seen anything here that feels like crazy unique or anything, but that's not bad. Like everything so far at least has been competent. We're definitely mixing like various influences, the cards, the stress thing. My vision blurs and my mind grows faint. All the sensation in my body becomes numb and the boundary between myself and the outside world blurs. A warm and peaceful energy gently embraces me. Okay. Riken's Temple, the blue pot. Oh, I'd pray to that. A glow swells between the clouds, soon spreading to cover all around. Be careful, she's got 6 arms. Within the light, compassion and cycles. Soon a god of souls appeared. As consciousness fade in the distance, the voice of the deity echoes in their mind. Fear not, steadfast soul. Come into my embrace. This looks very much like a raid from Stormborn, or not Stormborn, the second Final Fantasy XIV expansion, Stormbringers. Not Stormbringers, why am I blanking on that? Stormblood, my goodness. If you know the right path, hesitate no more. As God extended a hand to the party in a soft and magnificent gesture. Accept the touch, results unpredictable. Alright, apparently we have no choice. Cannot attack. The blessing born on this dawn shall guide your steps. Even in the darkness cast by night, move forward beyond. Light radiates from your fingertips, enveloping all around. Within the faint haze of awareness, the group senses something changing. Obtained a card. Essence of Water. Exhausts heal 3 action points. Shadow Reload. Deal damage to enemies 80%. Applies agony. Exhaust all shadow daggers in hand. Repeat and equal to that number. Wind Charge. Next skill card used activates 1 more time. Let's go in on the shadow. Blood, flesh, and soul seem to feel with gentle power. Hey, French. There's a lot of shape in the game. Slay the Spire, Darkest Dungeon, and Anime. Like I said, for me, Moramain's a very little known gacha horror game, but very, very, I won't say similar, but a lot of similar mechanics. Awakening without knowing why, as if memories were severed. An unknown power stirs within their hearts. The group supports each other and raises from their places. Alright. I love these monster designs. Chaos corruption levels are rising. This is a tough one. But something's off. It's almost like they're scared. Ah, they're charging right at us. Is he running away from the big guy? Alright, we have a water attack, a heal, throw dagger, heal, normal attack. Okay, not a very exciting turn. We're already at full HP. I don't think there's a reason to use these. Yeah, we're out of AP anyways. Absorb. Ow. Okay, that's bad. Whoa, that's an impressive attack. If this keeps up, we're done for. We're still okay. If we can stay calm and respond, we can hold our ground. Okay, so we need to use the void damage to try to break him. I assume that's the goal. We don't have any at the moment. Exhaust all shadow daggers. Okay, so unsheath the dagger. And then we do this. Oh, he's so close. All right, heal. Right, and then we gain 3. Excellent, excellent. All right, break him. Okay, I'm very glad we leveled up that card. Elite reward. Defeating monsters in elite zones grants a random 1 piece of equipment ranging from rare to legendary grades. Additionally, there's a low chance to obtain corresponding monster's card. I wonder what that does. Okay, equipment. Obtain. Reinforced combat suit. Defense plus tip. At the end of your turn, if you have no shield, gained fixed shield 120%. Or we could extract it by throwing it away. So, all right, we could give it to whoever. We seem to share stats. Oh, they want me. I guess they don't care. All right, we'll give it to her. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Average unique card cost. And we have some credits. Rob says, despite the bad rep, gacha games mean a lot to me. Fate Grand Order's story impressed me for a decade now. There's no way a game could go for so long without... Yeah, it's the deal with the devil that we have to pay, unfortunately. Like, I like a lot of gacha games. I played Genshin during lockdown. I enjoyed it for what it was. I kind of burned out on that one. I played Honkai pretty hard for quite a long time, basically until I started the channel, and I just didn't have enough free time to do my dailies anymore. But I quite liked it. I enjoyed the story quite a bit in that one. When you first board the Express, that cutscene hit me right in the feels. Right in the feels. And I played a couple of other ones. I played a tiny amount of Arknights. I couldn't really get blue stacks to work properly. And I enjoyed what I saw of that. And then, like I said, Moramains is probably the last one I played. I was thinking about covering it on the channel, but I just couldn't commit the time. So I ended up not doing that. Like I said, though, I don't mind spending a little bit of money, but I suffer from FOMO, which is just not good if you play gacha games. But gacha games, some amazing music, some amazing production values. Like, they're definitely up in the game. They're up in their game a lot. Convolaria, yep. I actually streamed that, Shinosuke. A little deep Babel lore. That is the only legitimate video I've ever deleted on my channel. I streamed that on launch day, and they hit me with a copyright strike every 30 seconds for their music. I had like 500 copyright strikes, so I had to delete it. I was not happy. We had a really fun stream. I was doing voice acting for all the characters and stuff, and I had to get rid of it. So shame on them for not having that done properly. The issue is not the gacha, it's the predatory. Yep, I totally agree, French. I wish it was more like Final Fantasy XIV. Make it a subscription model. You could have your free to play, and then here's the subscription you can pay for, and that's it. No more. No being able to buy, because they hit you with gambler's fallacy, they hit you with FOMO, they hit you with sunk cost fallacy. Like, all the things to take advantage of people is what gaming in general, but gachas are even worse about it. I really wish we could separate the monetization model from the games. You played Epic 7? This is the same company that did Epic 7. Smilegate or whatever it's called. Sorry company, thank you for letting me in the playtest. Okay, contamination here is intense. Estimating a safe operation time. According to the contamination levels, it says we only have 57 minutes. We need to hurry. We've lost communication with Nightmare. Our biosignature detection range down to 300 meters. But the unidentified object's still there. I wonder how big it is. A violent storm erupts without warning. Visibility is completely lost. Whoa! Stabilizers deployed, secured. Stabilizers locked on. Owen, I've secured them too. Everyone stay sharp. Yep, that's the way to do it, Shinosuke. Slowly, your vision begins to clear. All agents, report. Status report. Tressa, all good. Whew, I'm good too. Watch out in front. No! Is that our ship? That's the SS Nightmare? We must have been my bad luck that Miss Elaine burdened for me. It's all my fault. No way. Nightmare, respond. Still nothing. Did the SS Nightmare crash? I don't think so. Then what's in front of us? Think back to when Tressa first detected the unidentified object. We definitely communicated with Nightmare. Then that means the chaos itself must have distorted time and space. Just what happened here? Hold on, I'm picking up a faint biosignature ahead. Could it be Miss Renoa? We can't confirm based on the biosignatures alone. Captain, what are your orders? Tressa, Owen, cover the rear. Understood. Got it, Captain. I'll hold the line. It's an illusion? I think it's some sort of weird either space-time thing or it's like the warp and just absolutely doesn't have any basis in real reality. Captain, up ahead. That's... Yeah, get wrecked, nerd. So that's the monster that took us down? Owen and I don't remember what happened after the breakdown, but Captain does. Yeah, that's the one. But how can the monster this powerful? Maybe it was Miss Renoa? No matter how strong she is, taking down something like that alone would be nearly impossible. It could have died to another monster, too. Either way, I'm still detecting a biosignature. I really hope it's Miss Renoa. Or it could be something else, whatever took this thing down. Stay sharp, keep moving forward. Understood, I'll begin the search. Alright, let's look at his ugly face. Beneath the fallen giant... Oh, man. Okay, devs, if you watch this, here's a bit of feedback. Whatever those pop-ups are, they disappear on their own. I didn't click anything there. I can't read that fast. Like, even if I wasn't streaming, I don't think I could have read that. Captain, there's a hidden space down here. She's right. It seems like we might be able to go below. Should we check it out? Yeah, let's check it. Head down and check it out. Apparently that was the right answer. Captain, over here. Miss Renoa. Shh, keep your voice down. Renoa. She's still breathing. Thank goodness, Miss Renoa. Renoa, it's all right now. Use the recovery ampule. It's working. Her breathing's stabilizing. We need to move to a location where we can send a recall signal. And the time limit for Mika estimated for the mission's running out. Right, we have 9 minutes left. Let's find a signal point. I'll carry Miss Renoa. Got it, let's move. Oh, and hey! Wait, corruption levels are rising rapidly. Well, hello there. Captain, up ahead, monsters inbound. Yeah, what's that? Host life signs searching for a new host. Okay, apparently we have a break here. That figure, what on earth is that? Well, let's hit it with the wave of darkness. Okay, so we have a decent amount of agony on it. It's weakened. Damage decreases by 25%. Fine. Have a big draw here. Exhaust shadow damage. Okay, so an equal number. So I'd like to have 2 points so I can attack with that. Vital attack, 200. Okay, so that'd be 600%. This one is 80. Okay, I think this one's going to be more. Okay, decent chunks. We're not going to be able to do that because we don't... Whoop, that was not what I meant to do, although I guess we do need to heal. Let's get some more bleed on it. $31 and a bunch of stress. We are going to go bananas here in just a second. The darkness is chasing us. That creature used mental attacks. Be careful. I'm on it. Okay, water attack. Okay, heal and give me some more AP. Unsheath the daggers. Next card used activates one more time. Alright, we may as well use that. I think that only applies to him. Oh, no. That does seem... Okay, that... Okay. I should have used that right before we did Shadow Reload. Actually, I guess we still can. Okay, yeah, we're alright. Never mind. That does only apply to him, apparently. Okay. Never mind on that. Okay, we have water attack or dagger. We'll do the dagger. He is weak to the physical stuff. Okay, halfway to a break. Escapism. This wasn't part of the plan. Who are you? It's random guy. Who's exceptionally powerful. Battle end. Yeah, no kidding. Ooh, okay, combat log. I like that. Incredible. Yeah, that was amazing. Haha. Now, as much as I appreciate the praise, this place is still quite dangerous, so we run a course. What? Captain, it's Tressa. Relay zone ahead. Ooh, you arrived safely. But who are you? Well, I think you should be more worried about the first officer's condition than that. Activating the relay. Relay activated. Save data transmission complete. Ready to send right away. Head back with Renoa. I assume we're going to have multiple choices at some point, probably. Mission complete. MVP. Do you get anything for being an MVP? Apparently not. All right, and what are you? Universal Support Certificate. Okay, I'm guessing... Okay, this is promotion materials. Combatant promotion materials. And again, I think this is probably premium currency, if I had to guess. I mean, it's a purple crystal. That just screams premium currency. Saving battle data. Yeah, so... I think this is something to do with the roguelike mode, where you can like level up and get abilities unlocked and whatnot here. Save complete. Threads of Deception. The fallen SS Nightmare, a colossal monster, and new characters. An unexpected encounter stirs turmoil. Episode 4, Threads of Deception. Ooh, looks like the recovery ampule was used just in time. Renoa hasn't regained consciousness yet, but her vitals are stable. You can relax. That's a relief. Honestly, I thought this mission was reckless, but I'm glad you all made it back. I couldn't have done without your help, Elaine. Come now, I'm part of the SS Nightmare too. I just did my job. That being said, your life core held up just fine this time. It shouldn't be something that breaks from an attack, so there's got to be something else going on. If we really wanted answers, we'd need to examine the life core that failed, but that's long gone. For now, let's make routine life core scans part of your checkup. I wouldn't mind seeing you more often anyways, hehe. Well, I'll call you when Renoa wakes up. Okay, apparently this guy came with us. Good, you all made it back safely. Pardon me, where are my manners? I'm Luis, Inspectorate from the Imperial Central Investigation Bureau. I appreciate the help. No need for thanks, we Imperials look after our own. Don't you agree, Protos? But really, what happened out there? For your vice captain to end up like that? The Black Rose herself, no less. Well... must have sounded like I was interrogating you. My apologies, force of habit. I'm just personally curious, no pressure to answer. Though I suppose you don't have to tell me. We were investigating the blue pot when we were attacked by an extremely powerful monster. We need a hyphen here. Judging by Riona's condition, it must have... I would have expected a forced recall, and yet here she is. Actually, it was my life core that failed. Yours and not Miss Riona's? Ah, I see. The vice captain's selfless sacrifice. How touching. What luck that I happen to be checking in with Luskus. I wouldn't have been able to assist otherwise. Who's Luskus? That would be the name of the powerful monster you mentioned. Explaining everything would take quite a while. But, to keep it short, I was sent there to eliminate Experiment Luskus. Judging by your expression, I can tell what you're thinking. How did you take down a monster like that without a Protoss? That's right. Well, I already revealed myself to save you all. At this point, it's probably best just to tell you, as long as you can keep it confidential. I'll inform my team. That would be ideal. You see, much like you, Protos, I do not lose my way within chaos. What do you mean, much like a Protos? How? That's a secret. I'm afraid I can't tell you that much. But more importantly, how is your current life core holding up? Nothing abnormal has been detected, but still. For something that's supposed to be the pinnacle of modern science, it's odd and frankly terrifying that it failed in the first place. If a life core can't be trusted to function in chaos, then what can be? Actually, while investigating the blue plot, I came across a newly formed chaos. It hasn't spread far yet, and from my initial survey, it seemed relatively safe. If you have time, I'd suggest testing your life core's reliability there. I'll consider it. Let's hope there's no issue. Then, if you'll excuse me. Okay, got some currency. Proceed with tutorial. The lobby has been unlocked. Welcome back to SS Nightmare, Captain. Since Renoa is currently absent, I will personally explain the key facilities of the ship. This is where you can carry out agent rescue operations. You can recruit new combatants or partners here. This is where you check the combatants aboard the SS Nightmare. Management and growth of combatants take place here. Please proceed to the Chaos Infiltration operation. Okay, I think we're finally in the actual game. OP bro bows and curtsies a lot. Yeah, he does seem suspicious. Okay, so we have information here. Join the limited playtest survey. I will definitely do that when we're done with our stream. Encountered issues? Actually, I did encounter an issue. We should check the volume. I didn't do that. Events and YouTube. What do we click this? Is this gonna pull me out? Okay. It opened my browser. I do not want my browser open. So you guys won't have seen that. Okay, that's fine. Updates. Open my browser again. I'm not a huge fan of that. Should be in game. All right, I don't think there's anything in here I care to do. All right, let's see what we got. So we have an account level. No surprises there. It's Babel Wilder. Friend list, find friends, received invites, a block list. No captain rank. Oh, sad. You can obtain promotion materials in the simulation. Okay, just account level. Got a name. Have a greeting. I can show off cards. Okay. All right, so these are damage types. So right now, we don't have any justice. So we do have a justice. We don't have any order. I don't remember the names. We don't have any of those two. Okay. Okay. All right, we have energy. Boo. The other thing I don't like about gachas, when you have time and you want to play a game and then it's like, actually, you can only play for this long. Not a huge fan. 50 crystals, recharge ether. Okay, we can pay to recharge, don't care. All right, something locked, something locked, something locked. Event, season pass, activity, partner. What is this? Douglas. Oh, Captain, great timing. Are you here to check on your partners? I was starting to get bored. This is great. Come on, I'll show you something. Okay, so what is this? You can meet all your partners here. I'm this way, Captain. This number's my level. Think it looks low and weak? Don't worry, we just need to raise it. I don't want to raise you. You're not a cute anime girl. You can level up here each time you reach a certain level. You can get promoted. Don't forget, your partner can become stronger too. Now, we shall see for ourselves how strong I'll become. Huh? There's no combatant available? That can't be. Well, the thing is, a partner must be accompanied by a combatant in order to go on a mission. I heard it's some kind of regulation within Chaos. What's it called? Oh, well, we'll save testing my strengths for another time. Just promise you'll come back later, Captain. Okay, are you weapons? Are you weapons? You don't seem like it. Guard. The assigned combatant's attack is increased. You really actually seem like a weapon. You really do. Hi. We have a box thing. Okay, so what is this? Guard. We can upgrade. We can dismantle. Okay, I'm not 100% certain here. Fortune telling. Assigned combatant's attack is increased by 8 when injured. At the end of battle, recover some health. We have a skill. Gives shield. Defense is increased in turn without using attack card. Heal for 30% at the start of the next turn. Okay, I'm assuming that these are going to be like weapons. Okay, storage. If you've run out of materials, you can acquire the materials you need by disassembling higher grade materials or synthesizing lower grade. Got it. Thank you for stuff. Right, we have things. Okay, Chaos is probably taking us to a mission. Chaos Manifestation is space recreated using the Zero system that allows re-exploration of previously explored chaos. Please select Blue Pot. Captain, I implemented the Blue Pot chaos using the Zero system this time. I tried to study the anomalies that happened to you in the Blue Pot before, but strangely, when I implemented the Blue Pot to the Zero system, it was much different than other chaos. I'm wondering if there's something that Zero system can't implement, or if something was wrong with the Blue Pot at the time. I don't know anything about it right now. Anyways, you won't have any strange symptoms like before, so feel free to go. Unpredictable events and unknown monsters are dwelling here. Endless growth. Experience new growth by activating special equipment. Save data. You can save the combatant information you have grown and use it in the simulation. Before you infiltrate chaos, you have to check the information. Okay? Basically has like some events or something. You can work on your exploration archive by venturing into the chaos. Enemies you encounter, equipment you pick up, and newly discovered areas contribute to exploration archive level. Always expect something unexpected to happen to you when inside the chaos. Make sure you're well prepared. Some combatants do not meet the recommended level for the mission. Please go to agent detail screen and proceed with their growth. Details. You can check your combatants' detailed information here. Here are the combatants' level and stats. As level increases, stats improve, so grow stronger, you need to level up. Please use the level up button. You can use the combat memories to increase levels. Please select the quantity and types that you need. We'll auto it. That would give me 9 levels, I guess. Yeah, this is like we were talking about having to railroad upgrade characters. I don't know if I even want to upgrade this character, but it's going to make us here. It's fine. Okay. Okay, she leveled up. This is totally Epic 7 storytelling. I can tell exactly where this is going, but I still like it. I'd be curious to know, Broad. I never played Epic 7. If it's the same writing team, probably is. Soul Eater style living weapons, except the crazy varying types of entities. Hey, Raven, been a while. Sup, guys? What's the game about? Anime girls, way too much to jiggle. This is a sci-fi horror game with some deck building, party building, and like some Darkest Dungeon style stress mechanics. Okay, I don't actually want to jump into this. I want to continue going through the UI. Okay, Arc City, something I don't have unlocked. We have combatants. Okay, so this is my party here. Okay. And rescue. This, none of this data is going to save. When the playtest ends tomorrow, there's a wipe, so there's no reason to save things. You can recruit new combatants and partners through the rescue operation. Hold on, actually, back out of that. Combatants. Do I have to assign you a partner? Yep. Yep. You can strengthen your force by assigning a partner to a combatant. Please assign a partner. Please select a partner. Partners have stats which are applied to the combatant. All partners possess a partner passive. When assigned to the combatant through the appropriate class, the partner passive will be activated. Assigned partners can use ego skills in battle by consuming ego points. Assign the partner. Okay, hang on. Who are we actually on? So you... give you a partner. Okay, how do I tell which is the right class? Okay, this is the one I would want, because she doesn't attack very often, so we would assign you here. And then I don't know who you're going to bring on another mission, so we'll just hold off on that for a second. Actually, and can I unassign things? Maybe. If I go to you, can I assign you? Yes, okay. All right, so these are the equivalent of weapons. I see, I see. Okay, rescue. Special rescue request. Upon 30 rescues, you'll be guaranteed a standard 5-star combatant. The banner will close after the 30th rescue. Okay, so this is a new player banner. Usually these are worth doing. Okay, we get discount. Yeah, very, very standard stuff. Okay, I don't really care about the rules on that. Combatant rescue. After 70 rescues, you're guaranteed a 5-star combatant. Every 10 rescues guarantees a 4-star or higher. Guaranteed 5-star partner with 70 rescues. Okay, so pretty dang standard here. 1%. Okay, that's actually a little low, but it's only 70. Including pity is 2.14. That's actually pretty standard. When a combatant is obtained, there's a 50% chance it will be the featured. 50% pities. Oh, I hate that. 4-star. Blah, blah, blah. Special. When acquiring a duplicate 5-star for the 2nd through 6th times, they'll convert into combatants' memory codes. Okay, so yep, dupes. Another system I don't love is dupes. When acquiring duplicate 3-star partners. Okay, partners are weapons. I think I've all but confirmed that here. Probability. All right. How are you guys cool? Okay, I can't get into these, so I can't look at them. And we can do our list. Partner rescues. All right, so those are all the different partners. Don't care too much. And what is this? Change observation target. Select one 5-star combatant to begin observation. In 5 prism modules, only the selected combatant's prism module will appear. The pity count remains unchanged even if you switch targets. Okay, so these were the standard 5 stars. Okay, so we can at least try to pick which one we're gonna get when we get one. Okay. So Renoa is a 5-star. I guess I have literally no idea what would be good or bad or what. If we back out of this, can I see combatants I don't own? Okay, there's factions. Interesting. I wonder if team building is going to take that into account. Probably. Okay, I'm not allowed to look at the characters I don't own, apparently. I wish we could do that. That makes me a little bit sad. Okay, mail, achievements. Let's look at achievements. Wow, that looks very Star Rail. This looks really Star Rail, I'll say here. All right, yep, and we get currency for doing achievements. No surprises. All right, what's that? Okay, tutorial stuff. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Cafe Garden? I assume that's the city we don't have unlocked. Okay, I'm not going to bother clicking them, but you could get some more currency if you read all the tutorials. And then mail. Test welcome reward delivered. Rescue anchor. Device recording the coordinates of a singularity used in rescue operations. Claim that. Thank you. Maintenance reward. Yeah, they did a maintenance yesterday. Okay, very standard stuff here. Surprise gift. Claim your gift and share your thoughts on the survey. Okay, I will. Oh, that's really nice that they'll let me claim that. I will do the survey link. I'm not going to do it here because I think it's going to knock me out to a browser. And a login reward. Okay. All right. Who do we think is the cutest character? And we'll put them as our standard draw character. I do really appreciate this. When I rolled Star Rail, all I said to myself was, I don't care who I get for my standard 5-star character. Just don't be Ice Wimp. Guess who I got? I guarantee you it was Ice Wimp. I got that stupid kid so many times. So many times. I still don't have a Bronya on my Star Rail account. After all the time I played, I still don't have a Bronya. Literal cowgirl. Which one's the cowgirl? That one? Okay, I literally don't know who or what. Maybe we just pick a damage type that we don't have. Rin looks perfect. We already have a Void character though. I do agree. I'm liking the aesthetic of the Sword Lady, but we already have a Void character. I think I would, for me, if I was building a real account, I would pick one of the damage types I don't have. I like that this also can be changed. I'm not like stuck with it. Oh, the characters from the unlock city. Gotcha. I like blondes. I guess we'll go with Magna. Maybe we'll change. You've selected a combatant not currently in your possession. Would you like to change it? Yes. Okay, so if I understand this correctly, we're guaranteed to get her within 70 rescue operations. All right, we'll do the starter banner. Let's see what we can do. We have 120 pulls. This is the addictive part of gachas. Oh, my head's in the way. It says rescue 10 times, but we get a 20% discount, so it's only going to cost 8. 70, apparently within 70. Yes, that's relatively good compared to Hoyo. Hoyos are usually 80 or 90, one of the two, if I remember right. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Shinosuke. And it's a 50-50 chance if you get the banner character when you're pulling on the I guess this one doesn't have a, these are like standard banners. We don't have a limited banner. But normally it's like there's a banner character and you have a 50-50 chance of getting them or a standard character. So like I said, I like the genre, I hate the monetization. All right, let's do it. Would you like to proceed with a rescue 10 times? Don't warn me, do it. Okay, so I guess we rescue people out of the chaos. Yeah, these guys are definitely weapons. Who should I play with today? We have Yuri. Looks like maybe a mechanic character. She's a 3-star. No. These are gonna be the partners. Right. Zatera. Oh, here you go. They have the CV. Bonus. Okay, so we're getting some kind of currency from that. Who needs an assessment? Oh, that's kind of a cool weapon, like a hammer banner combo. That's kind of cool. A lot of furries I'm noticing. Rules only have meaning when they're followed, don't you agree? I'll follow those rules. Okay, that's a 4-star. Definitely within the gacha realm. Well, here you go, Shinosuke, I gotcha. Okay, she's a Vanguard of Order. A mirror. Download complete. Betcha Yuri files missiles. Okay, I got dupes of this. Yeah, dupes for weapons, obviously. I'm very sad that we have a weapon banner, but I'm not surprised. Okay, so we had our guaranteed 4-star from a 10 pull is what we got there. So completely standard, normal luck, nothing great. If it's like most gachas, we're 3 into our next guarantee. We'll see if that's the case. How many times can I do this? 30 times, and we've done it 10. Okay. So we're guaranteed to get a 5-star here on this beginner banner in 2 more 10 pulls. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I also did a stream or 2 of Gun Girls or whatever it was called, 2, Exium. And we made it all the way to the gacha in that one too. Riddell, Bear. Here you guys go. Here's a nun. Very wholesome game. It's Yvonne the nun. Yuri, the bear again. Nobody likes you, Bear. All right, we get a dupe of Tressa, who is a 4-star. Okay, so I don't think we got that. Actually, no, I think we... So if we were 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, exactly on par on that. 10th one is guaranteed. So by pull 7 on the next one, we should get another 4-star. All right, let's look at it again. This is like Vegas slot machines bonus screens. Yeah. All right, what are we gonna get? Are we gonna get lucky? I'm gonna guess no based on my luck. Okay, that actually was early. That was a little early for the 4-star. We should be guaranteed a 5-star here because of the banner rules. And here it is. Cover in the rear, awaiting orders. Oh no, another furry. Oh, we're getting destroyed here. Actually, that is kind of a cool character. Like a sniper with a little like snipe bot. I'll give that. That click pulse. Okay, another 4-star, Alyssa. Looks like a medic or a biologist or something. She's got little green vials. All right. If you give me a target, I'll hit it no matter what. Okay, I could get behind that. Bunny Girl Sniper. 4-star Selena. She's a ranger with passion. Okay, that was actually a pretty lucky pull there. So we were guaranteed... You were the regular pull. 4-star, 4-star. Okay, I thought we were guaranteed... I thought we were guaranteed a 5 on that one. Oh, we're not done. I'm ahead of myself. Within the next 20 rescues. Okay, I'm just off on that. 20 rescues. Okay. I just misread it. This is the point where really hardcore players will get to this point when they're starting a new gacha, and they'll roll for either the strongest character or the character they want. And if they don't get it here, they'll scrap the account and roll a new account and try to do this again. Oops, I let one through. I will say that the fan service is relatively high in this one compared to Hoyo. Maribel, well, there's a almost a cowgirl for you. Vanguard with passion. There's your cowgirl. Carroty has a carrot delivering hovercraft, I guess. I'm assuming that's going to be a partner. Just kind of based on the art. You're only going to be a sexy anime girl if you're an actual character. You have to be a nun if you're a partner, apparently. Okay, so we did get the early 4-star, double early 4-stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So within the first 3, we should see 1. All right, guaranteed 5-star on this roll. We got plenty of currency left. Let's see what it does. Like I said, this is all going to get wiped out tomorrow, so I'm not using any gotcha strategies or anything here. We're just going to roll through the currency. True victory isn't decided until the last moment. Oh no, it's a guy. 4-star guy. I'm so sorry, my friends. No one's ever going to pull for you. The bear. More of the sniper. All right, what are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? It's our guarantee. As a humble girl, Meilin at your side. All right, like martial artist character. Meilin, striker with passion. With the little curly crew hair thing there. Fine. I do notice that we went all the way to guarantee to get our 5-star. No lucky early 5-star or anything. And that was the beginner banner, so it disappeared. Now we would be on just the standard banner. And it doesn't look like any of our rolls counted for that, nor did it count for this. Okay. So the intro banner is literally the intro banner. Let's back out here for a second. Combatants. Okay, we don't have any of the yellow combatants. I just want to try to diversify what types of damage we can deal. So we have reds, we have blue, only one. We have a green, no yellow. Okay, was the one that we selected a yellow? No, not there. Rescue. No, you are a blue. Change observation target. All right, we should go for one of the yellows. Orlia or Holyope. I really wish I could view these characters. Like, let me open up the character screen so I can see what they actually do. Both of these symbols we have, the shield and the circle. Let me go look at those again. I don't know enough to say. So we have the shield. We have the shield. Circle, circle. Okay, so tied on that. So whichever one looks cooler is what is my break here. Okay, so Calliope, are we going for Eye Patch Lady? Looks a little bit cranky, or are we going for Sleeping Nun? Maybe. You don't see the weapon partners very often, so they don't need to be sexy. True, true. We only have so much budget. They do have grown men. Wow, that's a rare. Yeah, like when you look at, like, let's say Hoyo games, because that's where I have the most experience. If you release a male 5-star character, they better be frippin' good, or nobody's gonna pull them. You'll have like 5 dudes pulling for their husbando, and nobody else is gonna pull for them. So they better be so OP that you're forced to meta pull them. Are those faction indicators? Oh, no, the factions look different. I think this is like class, and then this is damage type. That's a good question though. Let's back out of here. Combatants. Okay, can I open you up? Yeah, this is the faction right here. So we have this thing. Yeah, that's the faction thing. Or maybe it's their race. The humans have this symbol. Oh, nope, he has something different. Yeah, I think this is faction. And there's no, let me see here. Okay, we can look at their cards. That's cool. I want to see like a character screen. By using materials, you can activate their potential. Okay, fine. Okay, I dupe things. I was looking for like a character blurb bio card thing. Oh, here we go. Okay, so Iron Rain is this thing. What are you? Terra Scion. What are you? Stella Familia. All right, we have like a Space Bunny Sniper Mob. Looking for other faction symbols. Okay, we don't have any other factions yet. Okay, and I think usually in these type of games, tanks aren't the best, but it feels like we're going to be taking damage. Thinky. All right, I've seen Calliope a couple times. I think we'll just go that one. Uh-oh, what am I being quoted on, Raven? Eye patch with white hair is a big W. All right, Calliope seems to be the fan favorite. I don't have a strong opinion here. If I was gonna say me, it would be Magna or Rin, just looking cool, but we'll go with that. You selected command, yes. Oh, okay. Maybe because it says that, I wonder if you can only get one guarantee for each character. I hope that's the case. I really, really like when they let you either select your character or have like a way to kind of guarantee that you're going to get them. Because a lot of times when you start a gacha game, you probably saw one character and you're like, oh, they look really cool, I want to play with them. And then you get Ice Wimp and you have to play with him for a year. Stupid Ice Wimp. All right, let's do it. So we're going to do times 10. You can single pull. Whoop, I just single pulled. There is strategy behind that, but like I said, it's getting deleted. Don't care. All right, we got the stupid bear. All right, let's do this. So we're at 11 pulls here on standard banner. Gotcha, PTSD. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so partners, I don't really care too much about that. What I'm interested in is what characters we get. Yeah, these are just weapon dupes, essentially. Have any of you guys ever played the card game, not a video game, Red Dragon Inn? There's a character in the original set of that game who's like a priestess. Like, it's like a D&D party has finished their adventure and you're sitting in the inn and you're gambling and drinking. That's the game you're playing with cards. And one of her cards, it's her and there's these two drunk guys that are like drooling, like looking at her. And the card is, not now, these men are interested in my religion. And they're like totally like, you know what they're doing. I did, for whatever reason, every time somebody would play that card, I would just crack up laughing. Every single time. Nia's special concert? Okay, like a rock star girl? I like the guitar. That kind of reminds me of like Serval from Star Rail. Okay, yeah, cool enough design. I like the little music note choker. I would say on general, I think this is pretty standard gacha art. That's not a dig, just it seems relatively standard with a little extra fan service compared to Hoyo at least. All right, 21 in. Can we get an early 5 stars? The question. You'd pet them. There's your damage type. Oh, that's true too. That is true. So now we have every damage type. All right, same ones. They really could use a few more of these, I will say that. We seem to have like one weapon type for each class. Probably 1-3, 1-4, and 1-5 if I had to guess. Nice to meet you. Okay, Daisy, who looks to be like a medic. 4-star, okay. I wonder if there's any balancing mechanics in this game where you wouldn't want a party of nothing but 5 stars. Combatant rescue. Okay, let's go take a look and see, because we were just talking damage types. Okay, so we now have the yellow damage type. So we have everything covered. We have 1 yellow, we have 1 green. In fact, this is probably just easier to do. 1 blue, 1 green, 1 yellow. Most of ours are physical. Okay. Does that change anything? I don't think it does. I think we'll go with the fan favorite. New partner or guaranteed partner. Oh, partner. Partner. Prism module. Interesting that says partner. I wonder if that's supposed to be combatant, because partner is the weapons. Let me look at that. 5-card count, blah, blah, blah. Being a combatant after 70. Yeah, I don't think that's translated correctly. If that's not translated correctly, or that's the wrong word, that's a big deal. These are actually relatively regulated because of Grand Blue and Fate Grand Order. They used to be unregulated, and they were cooking the books by changing the percentages. The in-game reality was not what they were claiming, and they got in big trouble for that. When requiring a 5-star, okay. Default chance. Okay, so I'm guessing we probably, because on here, yeah, the partners, these are not partners. Those are combatants. Those are partners. And then 3-star partners, which are the ones we keep seeing. The 4-star partners. Okay, so I'm not seeing any 5-star partners, if I'm reading this right. Here's our 4 stars. I think that's the wrong word. I guess we'll see here in 49 more polls. You couldn't find the card? It's in the Priestess's deck from the original board game thing, not the expansions. Give Daisy a cookie. Unlimited blade works. Okay, let's do it. Have I seen Uma Masume? Are you talking about the horse racing game? Because yes, but I haven't particularly watched it. I did not jump on that fad. But that's just like if you live in Japan, you're like, yes, put it in my veins. Idle horsing race gambling, yes, put it in my veins. That's like right up their alley. Okay, chat, here's what we should do. We should develop our own gacha. It's gonna be anime race car girls based on real cars. And we're gonna have a beauty pageant. Will be the meta thing. We're gonna be billionaires. We'll have like Ferrari, Mercedes-Benz. It writes itself. And we could do every year model could be like a different skin that we could sell. I'm just giving this out for free. All right, we got Lucas again. I'm sorry you're a dude, man. No one's gonna use you. You better be really OP. Okay, 39 to go. We have 49 more polls. That sounds hype. See, I'm telling you. Battleship girls. Yep. You take something that has an existing fan base and then you combine it with anime girls and you print money. That's just how it works. All right, come on. Let's get an early 5-star. Go, like I said, post stream, go look at the Honkai Star Rails I posted on the channel, and you can see how bad my luck normally is. All right, here's a new one. Wilhelmina, a 4-star lady, looks almost like a captain or a bridge crew, maybe. I'm down. Can I? Yeah, here's another one. I wish I could click on her card and bring up her bio from here, rather than having to go out and come back in again. Motorcycles? Okay, we could do motorcycles. See, but motorcycles might be too small, so maybe we just do racing vehicles in general. So we could do boats, cars, motorcycles, planes. We could have, and then like their equipment could be like their support crew, and like their equipment could be like their clothes / tires, engines. It writes itself, guys. Our premium currency could be like high quality gas or oil. It's writing itself. It's writing itself, I'm telling you. One of you guys get on this. We'll make this happen. I could finally retire and focus on streaming once this game comes out. That kind of reminds me, I can't think of his name, but the owner of Project Moon, who is behind Limbus Company and I can't think of their other titles, but somebody asked him, well, hey, if you sold Project Moon, you'd be really rich. Why don't you sell the company? He's like, well, I would literally take the money and I'd found another game company. So what would be the point? Like, how much fan service? The right amount. I mean, if it's a racing game, you can have the, what do they call the girls that do the advertisements in racing? I think they just brought them back recently, didn't they? I would call them ring babes, but that's for like boxing or something. Okay, another Alicia. Okay, still no early 5-star. I'm just saying. Still no early 5-star. 19 to go. Hey, Makara, how's it going? Flag girls, thank you, Union. Yeah, I'm not a fan of watching racing. Okay, a new 4-star, Rosaria. She looks. Are you like a CEO or a mobster lady? She looks like she has quite the endowment, I would say. Okay, we got a dupe of Mika, our only Justice character, so that's probably a good sign because we'll probably be using her. Okay, bunch of that guy, bunch of her. by my understanding of the lore of this game, these aren't actually furries. Well, they are, but they're aliens. I think there's multiple alien races, and we're all fighting the chaos, by my understanding. Okay, a dupe of Selenia. I wonder how important dupes are. I don't like the dupe system in gachas. You played for 2 hours, please. Okay, I think it's telling me to take a break, is what it's doing. I can't read that fast, game. All right, that was a good pull. That was a really good pull. So we got 4 and then an immediate 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we got another one, and then 1, 2, 3, another one. That was a pretty lucky pull. Okay. That's like my luck from Zenless Zone 0. Also, videos on the channel. Wow, pull videos. Heroes in the Shadows. All right, here we go. We're guaranteed our 5-star. Now, I assume it's going to be her. Is that correct? Guaranteed to obtain Prism module within the next 70 rescues. I'm worried that that's not counting down. I wonder if this is only on the limited banners. Maybe that's what this is. On your limited banner, when you lose your 50-50, you would get this character. Because this being highlighted in yellow makes me feel like that should be changing. Or maybe this is different because this is a different currency. Prism Lens. A cosmetic lens that captures radiant moments, vividly preserving awe-inspiring instants. This might actually be unrelated to what we're doing. I think that's unrelated. I think this is a different thing. This is not the same pity thing that I was thinking it was. All right. Hold on. Let me see who I don't want so we can see who we're going to get. Are you able to tell me? Oh, you're not going to show me? All right, let's see. Dude, I don't want him, so we could get Luke. Furry Wolf, don't want him, so we could get Hugo. Kayron guy, don't want him. All right, we're probably getting one of those 3. Everything else is a win. Although I don't want a dupe of the lady we did get. Yeah, I hope we don't get a dupe of the 5-star. In Genshin, I have a 4 constellation. What's the wind lady from Mondstadt with the long sword? I have all my dupes went into her. Over and over and over. Your friend plays Zenless? I thought Zenless was all right. I think it's improved since I played. Again, if I'm not making content on a gacha, I don't have time to play a gacha. That's what it comes down to. All right, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's our 5-star. Uh-oh. Did I call it or did I call it? We got duded. We got duded. What a sausage fest this banner is. All right, we'll see if he's any good. I told you. I know how my luck goes. This is why I don't spend lots of real money on these. Headquarters barrel. Okay, another 4-star. Little short stack here. Maybe another, I don't know what that is. Another sniper? Railgun or something maybe? Is that a Slim Jim? All right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into our next 5-star pity. All right, let's see what we actually got. I'm gonna burn through all the currency. Like I said, doesn't matter today. So just for poops and giggles. Oh, that's not what I want. You. Okay, so no 5-stars here. Okay, she's another Justice character. He's another Void. All right, what do we know about you? Okay, so I gotta learn all these stats. You are a psychic. Okay, you are a psychic, a combatant who fights using powerful enhancement skills. Controller. I am partial to controller play styles. I like dots and I like control. When I played City of Heroes, I always played dominators or controllers most of the time. I quite like that play style. Vanguard, Striker, Ranger, Hunter. Fine. Right, and we know about the attribute. All right, cards, what do you do? Okay, basic attack, basic heal. This is very Mora mains, by the way. Definitely a very cool free-to-play-ish game, and it's on Steam, actually. Echoes of Futility. Okay, so we deal 220% void damage and get cards. Unique card. So I don't know if we get all of these or if we only get like one per run. Restore card motion. What's that? Oh. Consume a prism module to restore a time recorded on the card. Okay, I don't know what that is. Deals damage to all enemies. Damage increases per banished card. Void creation changes the attack card. Okay. I'm not super excited by that kit, if I'm being honest. Where's our other 5-star? Who was it? It was a redhead girl. It's you. I think it was you. Okay, so you are a striker that's physical. All right, she attacks. Yeah, I was right. She is a martial artist. Has a shield. Okay. Increases attack damage by 40% when using an attack card. Apply 1 passion weakness to the target. Okay, that's not bad. So we build up weakness and then we can maybe implant weaknesses. That could be a really strong mechanic in these type of games. That's like Silver Wolf from Star Rail. You can implant weaknesses and then exploit them. Combo, 1 additional hit. All right, draw 2 basic cards, reduce the cost. So that's going to be these, I assume. For 2 turns, increase your weak point damage by 100%. On defeat, gain 2 action points. Nice. Okay, I don't mind that kit. That's kind of cool. For 1 turn, critical chance 100%, critical damage 200%. Okay, that's not terrible. So that would be a shielder. All right. We'll look at some others when we build a team here in a minute. Let's finish burning our points. Also, hang on. Did I have in my storage? Okay, so we need to do that. Okay, so you are poles. What are you? Daily charge. Okay, that's probably energy. What are you? Okay, that's probably premium currency on that other thing that we were looking at. But not a pull, just the currency. Combatant promotion. Okay. All right, no more materials there. So when we're out is what that says. All right, so rescue. Okay, just out of curiosity, if I click this, insufficient currency. Okay, we don't know where to get that yet. All right, let's burn the rest of this. You do not have enough rescue anchors. Spend 160. Okay, so it's 160 currency for 1 pull. Okay, this is one of the ones that they're getting regulated on. Is they make these numbers really weird, so it's really hard in your mind to realize how much money you're spending. So if I told you it's $5 and you get 2,000 currency, how much am I spending right now? That's why they do this. In my mind, if you're going to have a premium currency, it needs to be a very simple conversion. Like for every dollar you get 10 currency or whatever. This is not good. You should not do this. All right, you do not have enough. Yes, we'll spend that. All right, this is our last pull, basically, is what that tells me. All right, we gonna get lucky? We're 3 in. We could totally get lucky here. Also, I haven't been able to tell if that pull animation has a tell. A lot of times they'll have a tell that like gets you hyped up that you got a 5-star. I knew you'd need me. Just say the word, I'll help. Arwen. Okay, kind of an interesting design, like a... Oh, what is this? A little ghost or something? Okay, interesting. Like high-tech person, but maybe haunted? Little creatures, whatever they are. All right, that was whatever. She's a robot girl. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, so that was all of our currency. Let's assign partners to whoever we're going to use. So let's get in until we do a team build. All right, we'll just continue with the story. Yeah. Life core. What is this? Alien's call to maintain the equipped light sword. Let's hear. Okay, is this just going to be a story and not a fight? Sub-story. Life core. I received a call from Elaine and went to the infirmary. Oh, welcome, Captain. You arrived just in time. I just finished preparing. You called me here for a life core check, right? Yeah, we can't rush something so important, right? All right. Would you like to come over and lie down? The animations for this make me think a lot of Arknights, actually, the way that they're presenting this. Not that that's uncommon for these type of games, but lies down on the infirmary bed. Elaine connects the medical device with familiar hands and starts touching the display. Let's take a look. As expected, there's no issues with the reading, synchronization, dable, stability, adaptation, coefficient, response intensity. They're all within normal ranges. Just to check, since I'm curious, you haven't noticed anything unusual since the transplant of Renoa's life core, have you? Yeah, there haven't been any problems. Right. If you experience any overheating, difficulty breathing, or pain, you need to tell me immediately. Even if there doesn't seem to be a problem right now, since the transplant was done in a hurry, you never know what might happen. I trust your abilities, Elaine. Oh, when did you become so sweet, Captain? I appreciate you trusting me, but relying on me too much can be problematic. In real situations, unexpected issues can arise. The life core is the essence of the Empire's scientific technology, so it shouldn't break down easy. However, chaos is a place where a single mistake can cost a life, and nothing guarantees that what happened once won't happen again. Thanks for your concern. I'll be careful. Good. I like that spirited response. The new life core seems fine, but let's check a few more things for the sake of inspection. Elaine examines the life core and the display back and forth for a while. Signal reception sensitivity a bit too strong. This level's within normal range, but isn't a strong signal a good thing? Not necessarily. The amount of energy stored in life crystal has its limits. If the output of one function's too strong, it may in turn cause issues with the energy supply to other functions. Put that motorcycle girl gacha into AI. I will do that, Union. I'll post it on the Discord if I can remember. Maribel doesn't like shirts. I heard that the early life cores were massive. Yeah, just a few decades ago, there weren't any small devices like the compact life cores. With the advancement of warp technology, relay devices were installed inside the chaos, and it's been less than 50 years since humanity entered chaos through the warp instead of entering it barehanded. While the infiltration and return process has been streamlined, increasing operational flexibility, we still lack adequate countermeasures for the unknown threats we encounter within chaos. Back then, we were almost casualties every time we explored chaos. Yeah, the life core was developed to reduce the casualties. At first, it was so large it was inconvenient to carry, and aside from emergency warps, it had no other function. Over time, its size gradually decreased and various features were added. The function to scan the physical data of agents before deployment and urgently repair any damaged areas was also recently added recently. Of course, it's still not perfect and it's only a temporary measure. Still, it's a helpful feature. Yeah, technology aimed to increase the survival rate of agents is continuously being researched. We veered off topic a bit, but since the compact life cores have been supplied, the stability of infiltrating chaos has improved immensely compared to before. However, there are still limitations that come with size. The energy capacity I mentioned earlier is one of the limitations, so we need to be cautious. How does Elaine know so much about things from several decades ago? Could it be? Captain, you're not about to ask something rude, are you? Never mind. Okay, as long as you understand. That was an age joke. So, just remember, Captain, never let your guard down. Alright, checkup finished. As expected, it seems like there's no strange issues. Is there something that's bothering you? Yeah, it's not crucial right now, but I can't help but wonder if what caused your life core to malfunction, Captain. I can't shake that concern. That makes sense considering the life core is directly tied to the survival of agents. It's designed to withstand most shocks without breaking. I thought it broke through the attack, but examining it now, it doesn't seem like that's the case. Ah, sorry. Did I make you feel worried for no reason? Anyways, it's not like we can figure out the problem right now. For now, it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong, and if we conduct regular checks moving forward, it should be fine. You did a great job, Elaine. If you understand that, then be a bit more careful moving forward. I was worried during that mission if something like that happens again. Huh? Did I say that? Must have misheard. Phew, no matter how many times you hear this, you'd act the same if something happened, right? I probably would. Yeah, I figured you would answer like that, Captain. What can you do? That's just who you are. I need to help you. All right, now that we're really done, could you please leave? I think we just got kicked out. You leave the infirmary watching Elaine's gestures. There seems to be a faint mumble on the other side of the closing door that's not quite clear. Still, sometimes I wish you'd consider that there are people behind you who worry too, right? All right, got some currency. All right, let's hope that we have a combat mission. Renoa has returned to your side. We hear about her feelings. Captain, Miss Renoa is awake. Oh, and I really appreciate you saving me, but could you not be so loud? Oh, sorry. Thank goodness, really. Renoa, I'm glad you're okay. Can everyone give us a moment? Renoa, your expression. What about it? Nothing. Let's go, everyone. What's going on? Let's give him some space for now, Owen. Captain, I need to talk to you. Okay. Oh, what's this? I come to check on you and you're already up and about. I need to speak to the captain, alone. Yeah, looks like you're in trouble, Captain. Need me to save you? No, it's fine, Eileen. Suit yourself. I'll see you later, Captain. I've got business with you too. It won't take long. Captain, what were you thinking? Going back in there? What if I was already dead? No, what if I was alive but that monster was still there? What then? Never leave a waifu behind. That thing was out of our league. Even if the others, I mean, the agents were for it, you should have stopped them. But I heard you were the one who suggested it in the first place. Unbelievable. I'm sorry. What if it all went wrong? What if you'd all died? If you did, they'd just send another Protoss to replace you. Like it never happened. I hate thinking about you dying, Captain. That's why I did everything I could to keep you alive. I'm sorry, Renoa, but if that ever happens again, we would still choose to save you. Waifu before laifu. No waifu, no laifu. If I was in your shoes, I'd come save you too, Captain. Let's call it even then. You're so silly. Renoa. Hey, Werotan, how's it going? The nurse seems like a bad guy. Suspicion. Captain, still. Thank you for coming back for me. I hope we get her unlocked as a story character. I don't think we pull one of her. Battle mission. Missions can undertake in battle missions. Proceed with tutorial. It's good to be back. It was just a little while, but I missed the view. But Captain, there are heaps of combat mission requests piling up. Honestly, I really am indispensable. There's a lot to handle, but let's start by checking the backlogs of missions first. You can check combat missions here. I wonder what requests have come in. Let's check the combat mission. Not a bad request. The rewards are excellent for the difficulty. Any ships picking this up, we found an incredible resource in chaos, but it's beyond our capability to retrieve. Help us out, we'll make sure you get a hefty cut. I recommend starting with this mission. Before starting the battle, you can strengthen your forces by swapping save data equipped to your combatants. Please select Tressa's save data. Cards and equipment your agents acquire in chaos are saved and as save data, which can be used in other battles. The chaos mode is the roguelike mode that we were in. Okay, interesting. So yeah, we have our vital attack, which we updated. No equipment though, I note. Let's switch to a more powerful save. Yeah, okay, here's our equipment. Cards changed by Epiphany are saved here. Equipping this save data lets you use powerful cards right from the start of combat missions. Please equip save data. Alright. Okay, let's make a new team though. Am I Am I not allowed just to remove people? Okay, so... okay, I can assign. Let's try... Who was my other support character? It was you. I want to look at your cards. Okay, this is probably not the place to do this. Let's back out of here. We'll come back for battle missions. Combatant. Okay, I want... Controller, Vanguard. Okay, who do we have that's a Vanguard? Alright, we have you two, Amir and Maribel. What do you do? Okay, you fight with a rapier. You're a shielder. 3 damage reduction and metallization. Metal extraction, metallized 2 for 1 turn increase. Okay, that's actually just going through my cards. I want to know what those abilities were. I wish these were clickable here. Okay, that's level ups. Okay, so we don't get to know, at least not here. If I had to guess, it's going to be some sort of defense buff or attack buff. Defense-based damage. Okay, so we want to stack defense on her. In metallized state, okay, that's going to be this. Reduce metallized by 1, apply to vulnerability. Okay. Metallized 2, increase skill card healing by 30%. For 1 turn, reduce damage by 20%. Okay. Or Shelter Kick. Defense based. Okay, so the defensive class seems to scale based on defense. That makes sense. I like that. Shield. Okay, she's a major shield character. Pulverize has a counter attack. Defense base gives fixed shield equal to damage dealt. Extra counter attacks. Okay, I think Maribel's in. We'll put our 5-star Kung Fu lady in, and then we need to pick one more person. Probably somebody who has a heal. So can we level you up? How much material do I have? We can definitely do that. Okay, there you go. Okay, so that's that. Striker, I believe, is our 5-star. That's you. Level up. We already read your abilities. Okay, also, I guess I should also consider damage type. So you're physical. What was Maribel's? No, not filters. Maribel was also physical. Okay, so we wouldn't really have a good damage spread, although I guess she applies weakness, so maybe that would work out. And then let's get rid of the filters. Somebody who has a heal. You were a shield guy who uses like a machine gun. Okay, you're a dude and you use a machine gun. You're kind of boring. Sniper, again, physical damage though, or passion, I guess it's called. So maybe not. You were a defense class. What did you do? Damage, okay, heals. Okay, double heals. Damage 100%. Random ally performs a joint attack. Healing 100%. Activate the top card in the draw pile. Interesting. Morale buffs. On attack, deal fixed damage 30%. Activate 2 random attack cards from the graveyard. Okay, that's a cool kit. I like that. It had a good start with the action. Now we're hitting the hour of management. Yeah, well, that is the nature of the beast. Needs the glasses to be rounder. Hey, laid back dog. Babble Bro, the card they show you is literally the worst version. As they go to the chaos, the characters get epiphanies. How they play gets changed considerably. Okay, good to know, laid back. So the game kind of wants you to try everyone. Yeah, that's cool. To my own detriment, I'm the type of person in an RPG, I want to level up everybody. So I like games that allow you to do that. The problem with gacha games is you're usually heavily rewarded for having a main team when you get started. The score looks so pretty. Yeah, that's a nice design. I like that. I like this kit. That's kind of cool. So that's a possibility. And she's the, I believe that's controller. Yeah, controller. You know what? We needed a healer. I think we're going to try her. Okay, so let's level you up. All right, we'll try those 3. All right, so we want mission, battle mission, battle mission. Now, do you tell me anything about this battle? No. So I'm not warned about what's going to be in here. Win the battle, win within 15 turns, win a battle within 12 turns. Okay, and then we're going to switch out. I want you. I want Maribel, you. And I want... why am I not seeing her? Am I blind here? No, I am blind here. There we go. What is this? Undo last card. No, thank you. Okay, we can look at team cards. Okay, yeah, I like that screen. If you were playing on a pad or a phone, this would be really useful. Okay. Oh, and here we go. Now we get to see somewhat. All right, weakness is void. So we literally picked the team that has no no strengths for this. All right, that's fine. Let's see how it goes anyways. Okay, now are you just gonna be a fight? Okay, this is probably not the roguelike mode. This is just a fight. Okay, it's fine. Looking kind of cool. I will say that looks pretty cool. Okay, so we have stroke, 100% damage. We have a heal. Activate 2 cards from the graveyard. I don't have any in there yet. Okay, I like that. I hope she actually plays the guitar in some of her animations. Okay, so we mostly drew her cards. I did feel like the tutorial was forcing our draws to be specific. So we're not guaranteed like 2 cards from each character or something. Okay, Jewel of the Flame Dragon. Increase attack card damage by 40% when attacking using a card. Apply a 1 passion weakness. We definitely want to do that. Defense damage. Girl, you need to zip up your pants. Okay, so increase attack card damage. Now, does that apply to everybody? Okay, that's on her. I assume no, is my assumption. It has her picture here. Did this change? No. Okay, so that is for her specifically. All right, so let's attack. And attack. And we ran out of AP, so we can't use the Adagio. Okay. If this game's like telling me that there must be multiple rounds, because there's no way it would take me 12 rounds to beat this. Okay, heal, don't need yet. On extra attack, deal 30% fixed damage. Okay, Ascending Flame Dragon. Attacks weakness. Deal 420 damage. Destroy Retain Embers. For 2 turns, increase weak point damage. On defeat, gain 2 action points. Shield 100% counterattack 1. Apply weaken to all enemies. Okay, we have 3 action points. Let's do our damage dealer. Buff her up and attack. Okay, so that made him weak is what that did, because these should not be weak to me at the moment. Okay, that's good. Having a character who can add weaknesses or ignore weaknesses is really strong in these type of games, especially in the early game when you don't have a ton of characters. Also, we have ego points. I don't know what charges this yet. Do I get those? It's this thing that's charging them. I have not caught on to that yet. Actually, a passion team might be good since you're passion. Yep, that's exactly my thought, Broad. Exactly my thought. Okay, what are your skills? We could do a bunch of shield. Cancel. We could do 75% damage to all enemies, and we gain some morale. Sure. She did play the guitar. I'm very happy. What is the anime that Boshi is from? Is that character's name who plays the guitar? Okay, so now we have the morale, and the morale should be for everyone, right? Because it doesn't have a picture. Okay, so if it has a picture, it's buffing them specifically, I think. So we're doing extra damage. We've weakened the enemy. We love to see it. Wolf Dome. Gain counter 2 at the start of next turn. Gain counter 2. We could shield. 100% damage to embers. Don't know what embers are yet. Shield, basic attack. All right, let's do that and see what embers are. Okay, did they go on you? They did. When being hit or broken in breakthrough state, 30% damage taken per ember held. Remove ember upon activation. Okay. When hit or broken in breakthrough state. Okay. And just punch him. All right, I'm not the character I would have picked, but mechanically pretty solid for the little martial art girl. All right, now this is the discard pile, right? Yeah, there's my graveyard one. Shame we got that in round 1. Okay, we could healing. We could activate top card in the discard. Okay, top card. What is the top? It would be this. No. Cards to draw, graveyard, exhausted. Is this the top or is that the top? I guess let's find out. So if we kick, the top is the top. Okay, so we do that. Okay, that was the bottom card. That was this card, I believe. Okay, so the bottom is the top, if that makes any sense. Oh, it said drop. Or I could just have no reading comprehension. That also could definitely be it. And that, okay, that makes more sense then. Okay, 2 extra morale. Draw your basic card to reduce cost. Yes. And then we can punch it. And we can get a shield. Let's get the shield. And we can punch him. Is that what I want to do? Extra shield. Gain a counterattack. Let's get a counterattack. All right, we're going to do a big shield here, I think. Oh, never mind. We're going to beat him. Okay, yeah, no surprise we can win an easy fight at the beginning of the game, but there we go. And now, is it a one-off? No, okay, it has a few missions at least. Okay. Black Rose. What's this? Okay, stars earned, and we get currency. Yep. Makes sense. Do we get to change our team? Yes, we could. I'm not going to, but we could. Looks like the music band going in delivering righteous music to the despots of the world. Okay, well, you know, I've warned you guys. When I hit live, 30% of my IQ just right off the top. It takes that much brain power, apparently, just to go live. Okay, flying dudes, what do you have on you? Flight. When hit, reduce flight by 1 upon removal, stun. At the start of turn, reset flight to initial flight. Okay, we want to try to hit each one, or one of them at least 3 times to stun him. Got it. We could have a stroke. We could heal. We could do fist damage. We could get shield. Increase attack. All right, let's increase our attack. Let's punch him. Okay, that did lower. That's what we would expect. Passion weakness for 1 turn. Passion. Okay, very, very nice. That is such a nice mechanic, and that means that you're weak to this. And then we're out of points, so we didn't get to stun him, unfortunately. So for an enemy like this, we would want somebody who can multi-attack, basically. The G chord deals damage 75% to, and a random ally performs a joint attack. Activate 2 cards from the graveyard. That's probably the card I will play. Big damage. Big damage. All right, maybe Yeah, we could one-shot that guy. Let's just one-shot him. And that card specifically does weakness damage even if they're not weak to something, so that's pretty nice. Okay, didn't get the joint attack because we killed him. Okay, another big flyer. Okay, 2 morale. We could get the embers out. For 2 turn, increase your weak point and damage by 100%. On defeat, gain extra. Kick. And a big shield. Okay, he's attacking me in 4 turns. Let's hit everyone and gain morale here. We'll just up all our damage. Okay, I see. We build this meter up and then we spend it. Got it. Even more morale? Don't mind if I do. 5 morale. So we're doing double damage right now. Okay, I don't think I have anything that does AoE. Increase weak point damage. We have 2 points. Okay, let's do that. And then... Wow, okay, we'll just one-shot him. I guess because we're doing double damage, that makes sense. Are you winning, son? I would say we are winning, Master Betty. Good to see you, by the way. Been a little while. Okay, fixed damage equal to shield owned. Okay. So a character, we want to get a bunch of team shield, and then we use this and we bump somebody. 2 counters. A counter. A punch. On extra attack. What is on extra attack? What is extra attack? Not certain on that one. It's a sad meme to use in chat. It's all right. Okay, bonk. I love that they explode in gore, by the way. Okay, winning. Okay, I have to say, I like the combat so far. I'm gonna be really curious to see, like, I think it was Laid Back Dog was saying, how we can change the characters based on the roguelike version and getting better card upgrades. We're playing baseline on all 3 of these at the moment. Recommended 1 level, sure. Any attack that uses more than 1 instance. When you say instance, what does that mean? Like if it says like attack multiple characters? Okay, stroke, heal, 2 attacks from the grave. Man, we need to stop drawing this card on turn 1. All right, but we can actually... No, we cannot. All right, get your upgrade, have a stroke. We don't need the heal. We could shield. All right, we're gonna shield. There's no point not to. I really want to use that Adagio, but we just keep drawing it on turn 1. Okay, broke through my shield ever so slightly. Okay, we could get counterattacks. On extra attack, deal damage. Not AoE successive or oh, okay, I gotcha. So if I have that ability and I do like basic attack and then I do a second basic attack, I get the bonus, if I'm understanding correctly. I don't mind that. All right, so we do that. And then we kick that guy. I guess we put that up. It only lasts for 1 turn at the moment, so I'm not really getting a ton of use out of it. Oh, what is this? Why are we satisfying hunger? Damage increases on being hit, decrease hunger. Okay. Okay, nice. All right, what else do we have? We could do damage to everybody and gain some morale. Or we could gain a big shield. Oh. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but I guess we're getting the shield. I was going to actually use the other one. Oh, I see. Shield 100%. Does weaken. Here we go. Defense-based damage. Gain fixed shield. Yeah, draw my basics, please. Extra morale. Yes. Alright, let's get rid of this guy. Let's get rid of that guy. Extra shield, that's fine. We're up to 85 shield, so hopefully that'll hold out. Okay, defense-based damage, or we get some more shield. We probably should just hit him and lower his bonus. Also, I totally forgot again to get into... Can I do it in here? I need to get into this sound. For whatever reason, I have this turned down, and it doesn't seem to apply. So if we take... Okay, that did apply. Okay, hang tight for 1 second. I'm going to make a little adjustment here. It's going to go louder for a second. All right, we're back to regular system sound. Okay, that looks better. This wasn't applying for me earlier for whatever reason. Let me know if that's too loud for you guys. It sounds better on my end. Maybe a smidge on the loud side for me. Okay. Two big guys. What do you do? Absorb strength. Well, we don't like that. What are you gonna do? You're gonna do damage and weaken. Okay, that's actually a little tougher. Okay, mute accent. Activate the top card of the draw pile. That's probably worth it. Embers. Oh, but then we have a really good combo here. We could do 2 embers and then we could retain embers. I'm gonna do it. Alright, so you do that. And then you have 2 embers. So if we do this, I guess he's gonna die anyways. But that would have kept the embers on him if I'm understanding that correctly. Alright, you're gonna absorb my strength. We hate that. Oh, we shuffled. No. Okay, for 2 turn, increase weak point damage. Random ally does a... Alright, let's do that. Let's get an attack card. Alright, I'm gonna do it just to see. Does the G chord again? Okay. Does what I think it would do. It's 2 a.m. here and someone's having a birthday party. Oh my goodness. Oh, at your place. I thought you meant like somebody was having like a wild party out there. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine, Master Betty. Really like Miley and the Guitar Girl. Yeah, I like the mechanics of our little martial artist here. Okay, so I'm not allowed to do this yet. We need to clear chapter 1. Okay, we finished that off. Let's go. Am I allowed to go to Chaos? I want to test this. I want to see. All right, blue. It's small. Let's do one of these. I want to see how characters change. Hold on. Change. They did not save my characters that I was just using. Sign. Okay. Save data max cap is very low. We have difficulties recommended 10 and passion. This is a passion team, although she isn't. Monsters that appear. This guy. He's a mutant. Each Aqua Ball increases your morale by 3. Interesting. Is that my... Our support girl has Aqua Ball. I wonder if he also has it. When taking 8% damage in 1 turn, use Frothing at the Mouth. Interesting. Let's find out what it does. I'm so gonna call that we're gonna have a mode that needs 2 teams. Okay, choose your fate. This feels very Star Rail with the universe thing. Legendary equipment will appear as a reward in the next elite area. Gain 2 random pieces of rare equipment. No more critical hits occur. Instead, monsters' tenacity decreases by 30%. Okay, I think we're gonna take Revelation. Let's see how good a legendary piece of gear is. So we want to fight an elite. All right, we want to fight an elite. I don't have I assume that's him. Yeah. So we want to make sure we get here. So we can't take the bottom. So we could go top or middle. Random encounter. We don't have... Oh, we do have some coins. We could do some training. Let's go middle. Okay, so... middle. What if applying defense specialist first gives her help in defending the team? She definitely... Maribel here does seem to scale off of defensive things quite well. Okay, we're having an epiphany. So that's this attack. Dragon Rising Spire. 2 embers, combo, 1 additional hit. I think that means she wants to play multiples of her own cards in rapid succession. That's a guess, but I'm pretty sure about that. Defense, get the shield, heal, and then attack. We have 2 AP left. Alright, you're free. Can't finish that off. Can't finish that off. Let's get a counterattack ready. Oh, we can finish him. Excellent, excellent. Okay, and I think do we still have the counterattack? Am I reading that right? We do. When taking damage, inflict defense-based damage 100% on the attacker. If the attack is completely blocked by shield, inflict defense-based damage 150%. Okay, so when we use that, we want big shields. Maribel has giant shields. Okay, Flame Dragon, that's extra shield, that's a punch, extra shield, damage, and damage. Okay, I think we are gonna joint attack. Okay, so she just does like a little basic thing, that's fine. Weak, good, and then punch him. Excellent. We got some credits, done. Okay, and we wanted to stay on the bottom path. Okay, that's a little grim. It's gone! Solid gone! A group of fools, one of the grandest stages of them all. Failure? Don't worry. Ready? Worthless friends who will die in my place? A group of fools, only of the grandest stage of them all. Participate in a quiz show. Weird quiz event. Rescue prisoners, obtain random rare to legendary equipment, or sponsor the quiz show. Decrease credits by 40, convert selected common card into card recycling. Skill 0, if ego points are 1 or more, -1 ego and +2 action points. Let's take the gear. Will you really not partake in the fun, you fool? Complete fool. Battle start. Alright, we do have some points saved up. He looks relatively tough. Let's get the... Actually, hang on. I'm just making sure we don't have... We do. Our counterattack card. Let's go ahead and pop the big shield. Yes. Big shield, and then we'll put up the counterattack, and we'll hopefully... Okay, he is the only target. We'll hopefully block all the damage, and then she'll get the extra counterattack. We have 2 points. Yeah, increase attack. And you should be the attacker. Excellent. Alright, block it. Block it. We have 68 shield. He didn't attack, and our shield does go away at the end of turn, it looks like. So unfortunately, we don't get to save that. Okay, extra shield, extra shield. We can kick him. All right, random joint attack. Shelter kick. We've broken him, and then flame attack. Okay, that seems to be working pretty well. Oh, cards in my hand. Oh, I had a point left. I mean, no reason not to use it, I guess. No, he did get to attack, so I guess I'm glad I did put that up. And he did break that shield, unfortunately. All right, dragon. Do some embers. We could heal a little bit. We could get some shield. Okay, let's do the attack. I wonder, I'd like to get a character who has card draw. I'm always a resource type character or player, so I always love like economy type characters. All right, not the best turn for us there. He put vulnerability on us. Okay, joint attack, shield. All right, punch. Punch. We break him again. That seems to have given me an AP. Give him the G chord. Give him the shelter kick. Very nice. Yeah, this does make me think I should look and see if we have a support character that can do passion. Just because the way she works, we really kind of want to all in on that. Okay, we could just punch him. Is that just going to finish him? No. Okay, do your damage. Is that going to finish him? It will. Let's heal first. And then finish him. It seems like I keep my HP between encounters, so. Group of freed prisoners. Thank you! The prisoners expressed their gratitude and hurriedly fled. Heart of the Jewel. Health plus 22. When using a card that costs X, use it as X plus 2. Why would I want to do that? Does that make... Using a cost X. Okay, I see. So cards who have variable costs, we don't have one of those cards. All right, let's put you, I guess, on you. It's not defense though. Trust is the card draw character. Can she draw cards that aren't her own though? Because all we were getting was daggers off of her. All right, let's do that. I don't know who's best to have what, other than defense needs to go on our tank. Okay, nowhere to choose, so we just go forward. I love these enemy designs. I really like these. We do have some ego. I don't think we necessarily need it. What are you doing? Beholder block. Gain morale equal to the number of sealed cards. You're gonna start sealing my cards off? Is that telling me what you're gonna be doing here? Okay, we'll buff. Give him a stroke. Okay, we got Nita's Curiosity. Let's get the morale. Ow. Okay, that is a lot of damage. That's pretty ouchy. We probably want the big shield. Yeah, give me your big shield. That was painful. And then we'll do counterattack. Have an epiphany apparently. Damage being fixed, shield equal to damage dealt. Okay, is that gonna max out at... Okay, no, that's more than 25. Excellent. Finish him off. Okay, we look like we have enough shield now. Punchy punch. Excellent. All right, now you attack me and then I counterattack, right? We blocked it and then we hit him back. Okay. Credits, yep, and then leave. Okay, now we're doing the elite battle. We're coming in here at half life though. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Wolfsbane, mutant elite. This monster gains Fury each time a combatant uses a non-attack card. Okay, we got to be a little careful about that. Wild Roar, 2 Fury. When using a non-attack, 1 Rage. If Rage equals 4, immediately use a powerful attack. Okay, so we really want to hit him, is what that means. Pulverize. When hitting the target with a shield. Okay, that's a shield breaker. Damage. Okay, that's not an attack card. I'm just saying. That's an upgrade. That's probably worth doing here, though, because I'm going to attack multiple times with this. Okay, that felt like it was pretty good. Passion weakness. We've got embers on him. Oh, are you not going to attack? Or maybe you're just doing something different. Consecutive dismantle. 130% of 30 times 2 damage. Okay, she's going to have an epiphany. Let's do it on the attack card, if I'm understanding this right. No, that was not the right card. I want to use this for the epiphany, but it's going to buff him. That seems really dangerous. Alright, well, the worst thing that happens is we just die, right? Alright, let's do it. Oh, I see. Shield 100%, counterattack 1, apply weaken. Okay, that's something at least. We're definitely giving him resources, though. He's gonna break my shield and give me a little bit of damage. What is your skill again? 100% crits. Right. Alright, we can't afford it. Let's do another shield. Konnichiwa. Alright, now he can't break my shield. Yeah, support character with passion would really make this team pop. I like the guitar girl. She's just not the right support for... what's her name? Or you're just literally not going to tell me. Also, we didn't put partners on. I should have done that. So we're not at full strength either. Shield. We can hit him for a little bit of damage. Random ally performs a joint attack on the target 100% for a heal. Alright. Attack. Alright, let's hit him. I gotta make sure we attack. I really don't want to buff him anymore. I feel like we're getting towards danger zone. Do I just let it go? I'm gonna heal. I don't know if that's worth it. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna come out ever so slightly ahead. Ow. Okay, shelter. He's 125. Man, we are just not drawing the attack skills I need. Alright, hit him. Hit him. And I don't even think it's worthwhile here. He's not gonna hardly hurt me. I'm gonna let it go. Well, actually do show me that again, but I want to let this turn go. That wasn't too bad. Alright, so heal me first, and then finish him. I love that they explode into gore. Alright, this was our thing we picked, so this is a legendary piece of equipment. Defense plus 10. When taking damage, apply 1 mark to the attacker. I'm assuming mark makes us deal extra damage, I'm just guessing. When taking damage, apply 1 mark. This is defense, so we would want it on her, because she scales with defense. Okay, got some more credits, go. Okay, so we have a choice, random event, and then whatever that is. Okay, these are pretty chunky little runs. It's not too bad, though. Okay, so we could see extra random events. I guess we see the same here. I really could have used a campfire. All right, let's do that. So we want to go to the top. Hello? We're here to deliver judgment upon the followers of chaos. I'm here to kill chaos. Chaos Order is cosmetic evil. You're encountering holy crusaders who are hunting down Chaos Order. A pair of dry eyes beyond a golden mask quietly studies the group. We can remove a card. We can ask for resolute gauntlets. Defense 9. When entering Chaos Order battles, gain 1 morale and 1 fortitude. Alright, interesting. Random combatant gains an epiphany. Let's get some more gear because I just don't have gear. This should help you take down the cultists. Alright, well, she already has a defensive item, so we'll go ahead and give it to her. It's recommended on her for some reason anyways. On the day you choose chaos, we will make sure you're punished. Alright. No chaos. Got it. Always go for epiphany. They can turn into God's blessing. Oh, okay. Good to know. Dark Grip, Mutant Elite. Each time this monster attacks, it can draw cards from the combatant's deck as if it was, and if it draws a debuff card, it attacks once more. I don't think we have any debuff cards, or not many. Okay. So what are you doing? Create 2 shock cards in the discard, and you're going to attack and draw a card. We are quite heavily wounded. Alright, let's get our buff going. We'll punch him. And let's at least get a counterattack, I guess. Alright, incoming. Okay, so they added a bunch of shocks to my deck. I see what they're doing. I see. They're going to add a bunch of debuff cards to my deck, and then they're going to draw them. I'm on to you. Okay, fixed shield equal to damage dealt. Don't have anything that's going to buff that. Well, this could... that could buff it a little bit. And then you... Okay, we got a break. Got 2 points. We're not currently going to be broken. I think we're going to save this turn. Random attack. Okay, not the person I would have chose. Yeah, can we keep hitting him? Get him low. Is that infinite 1 middle level? Say that again. Okay, so shield, attack, counterattack, and weaken. Pulverize again, some extra shield. Okay, man, we drew a lot of her cards. Alright, yeah, that's a pretty weak attack. Let's get it there. That'll finish him off and then get our buff going. Let's get another counterattack, I suppose. And then punchy punch. I'm trying to save up so we can get our big attack here. Oh, more shocks. Okay, it started. What do you do? This card's unusable. If this card is in the hand at the end of turn, exhaust it. Okay, so that doesn't seem like it's doing too much at the moment. I think it's just based on them drawing it. Okay, we could get some morale. Yep. Do the G chord and then the resolute blitz. Okay, cool. Oh, monster level. I think that means that this number here is how many cards I can play before they attack. I think the infinite means that I can just play until the end of my turn and then they'll attack. if I'm understanding that correctly. Okay, I am gonna pop this. So 100% crit. Okay, that's cool. 5 stars definitely get more animation on that. Okay, 2 embers. You would hit him very hard. Okay, finish that guy off. Love to see it. And then you pop him. Very nice. We like that. We can shield and we can heal. Done. We really need a campfire or something. We are not putting out enough healing. Ooh, what a bad turn. Shield, heal, and 1 attack. Alright, just literally play what we got. Just filling my deck with garbage. Okay, here we go. Get rid of him. Get out of here. Okay, more equipment. Gladiator's helmet. Alright, well, everyone has something. At the start of battle, gain fortitude 1. Guess it's you. Some credits and leave. Okay, from our spot, none of you are gonna offer me a campfire. The top wood. I think I definitely need to head towards that. So let's stay on the top side. Ghoul kennel. Is anyone there? Please save me. I don't want to become a ghoul. Look carefully. There should be a way, right? That's right. Yesterday, a ghoul happened to devour a guard horribly. Check out that ghoul kennel. Examine the ghoul enclosure. Decrease health by 20%. Find a key. All right, we're probably going to lose this run, but let's just see what happens. The group cautiously approaches the iron bars, trusting the words of the prisoner. Although they couldn't avoid wounds, they were fortunate enough to find the old wooden key, just as the prisoner said. The key is very worn out. Doesn't seem like it'll be usable more than once. We can open 1 box. Results unpredictable. Can't go wrong with right. A tool that could free the prisoner. Well, there you go. Thank you, really, thank you. The one who almost became a ghoul found their belongings and showed gratitude. Hey, there we go. Sneering Dagger. When you deal damage with an attack card, apply 1 vulnerability. All right, you're my attacker, so you get this. They might come back again, having foolishly decided to join the cult. Before the other guards could arrive, the group hurriedly moves forward. Run off here. All right, next up. Yeah, I have to say, I like the roguelike mode. It'll be curious to see how well things transfer out of this and into the main story. It also doesn't seem to use up energy. Maybe I missed that at the beginning. I hope not. All right, what are you gonna do? Primal release gains shield. Okay, they're gonna gain a whole bunch of shield. All right, punch them. Get your buff. And then punch him. Yeah, I should have had her go first on that case. Well, out of curiosity, what do you guys think of this combat system? I like it so far. Lots of buffs and debuffs. I like that we have kind of a little meter thing here. My initial impression is pretty good for it, I will say. All right, we'll do the Blitz. Does bonus damage against shields. Okay, we can make it cost 0. We can make it cost more, but it's an attack all. If damage is dealt, gain an additional count. I think I'd rather have the AoE, frankly. Okay, G and attack. Pokey poke, splat. Rod says it's good. Yeah, I like it so far. This is the type of game that like I would put on my phone and have as like a fiddle on break type thing. But that's not a bad thing per se. If you can play the roguelike mode without using up energy, so if I just am in the mood to play, I would very much like that. Like I said, energy and stuff kind of annoys me. Because like for me, some days is like my day off where I can just game for fun. That would be the type of day where I'd want to play a whole bunch. And if you're limited by energy, that really sucks. Okay, we could do either one here. That has, oh no, I guess it's the same. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We'll go top. Hey, Epic Feather, finally get to catch some more live babble. It's another anime card battler just for you, Epic. This is a limited playtest. It'll be down tomorrow, so I wanted to check it out. It was only up for a couple days. Pretty good initial impressions. It has some of the gacha things that I don't love, but you know, that's the nature of the beast. Use the relay. Okay. Magical equipment. Magical infused sapphire. At the start of the first turn, gain action points equal to the number of outbreak of war cards. What's an outbreak of war? I don't know. All right, they want me to give it to her. I don't know any better, so sure. And we'll continue on. Okay, so these are checkpoints where it says temporary leave. I assume that means I could leave and go back to main menu. That's not what I wanted. Head there. Okay, we finally got the camp. Also, I'm liking that little animation there. Okay, let's see what training does. Oh, hold on. If I can only use one feature, I better rest or we're gonna die. Alright, I better rest. Man, I would prefer to do training. So what we need is more shields or more healing. I'm not allowed to use this. What do you want? Oh, you're just telling me you're doing audio? Alright, gotcha. Okay, next is a fight. Curious if it handles your tablet. I don't think this type of game is really going to be very demanding. I mean, I could be wrong, but we're basically in animated 2D, and it's not exactly like it's having to calculate hard turns or something here. Okay, we have a lot of attacks here. Let's go ahead and pop our crit skill again. Okay. And we will buff ourselves. And we will punch that guy to death. Boom. We have 2 points left. We could get a shield. Shield. Okay, I think we're going to get the attacks off. So, counterattack and weakness. Give him a hit. Done. Fanatic +2. Okay, so these must be the Chaos Cultists. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely take this. We upgraded that to an AoE. I like that. It's AoE weakness, and we get some damage out. We could punch one. That would break him. Either one would break. That would have 19 left. Okay. Finish him. Oh, I should have done that differently. Does temp allow you to adjust equipment? I'm not sure. I'll have to click it next time. Okay, we have an epiphany over here. Heal G-Core. Let's do G-Core. Deal damage 150%. The ally with the highest attack performs the joint attack. That would be a big upgrade. When using an attack card, 30% likelihood that an ally to perform a joint attack, 100% on the target. Joint attack damage increases by 30. Heal damage 100% for 1 turn when using attack cards. A random ally performs joint. I think I would prefer to target the person with the highest attack. Got credits, we'll obtain those and leave. Really need to heal more than you are? Well, it's always a hard one, right? Because, like, let's talk about Darkest Dungeon. If you're healing and you're not killing off enemies, they're just going to hit you and deal the damage anyways. So there's definitely a certain, like, threshold where the one of those is correct. All right, can we do another elite? And the answer is obviously yes, because that's the agreed choice. Hello? Meat, you buy? Request a taste. Increase stress by 5, but heal 20%. We're going to have a stress break here in a second. Decrease credits by 40, heal 60%. That would be very helpful. Ask about the origin. No, you know what? We're just gonna... I love meat. Meat delicious. You're right, buddy. Meat is delicious. It's definitely not coming from that pile of bodies. That was run saving. Come again, guests. This makes me think of Graveyard Keeper. Nothing to see here, guys. Enjoy your hamburgers. It's kind of funny how much problems healing in games actually causes. It's the same thing for Age of Wonders 4. That's why in Age of Wonders 4, all combat healing is temp HP. Because the strategy in Age of Wonders 3 was delay the last enemy as long as possible and spend turn after turn after turn re-healing your army before you finish them off. Cultist Arbiter. If not used, action count is further decreased, and after the monster finishes active, the card that prevented card use is added to the hand. That sounds horrible. Okay, we have 2 epiphanies here. Alright, Outbreak of War. Okay, we have a piece of equipment that does Outbreak of War stuff. Alright, let's do that. I play this card a lot. On Breakthrough, deal 300% damage to the target. That would be really good for her. Increase attack card by 40. When using an attack card, deal 1 tenacity damage. Increase critical chance by 30%. On critical hit, deal damage in Ember. Let's just go for the burst damage. Alright, now let's upgrade her card. Okay, Soul Rip. On extra attack, deal fixed 30% damage. Sure. Okay, 2 action points left. Okay, that's not a bad hit, but it doesn't really do much otherwise. What are you planning on doing? Binding here. Okay, not attacking. Alright, let's hit you. And then we'll put shield up. Even if you get sent to the Hell Dimension, don't do that. Heal more than you're not as much as you can. Okay, fair, Broad. Fair. Okay, weaken him because he's going to attack. Shackles. If this card is in hand when the enemy acts, apply disable card. Okay, we don't like that. So we just need to play this to get rid of it. Okay. Again, that's very Moramain's. Okay, he is going to get through my shield and do a little bit of damage. Alright, let's... No, we'll take the damage. Yeah, it's too good not to get that extra attack. If we draw good, I think we're going to pop the morale skill next turn. Okay, he's looking for a pretty big hit. Attack, 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 but then we have the shackle. Okay, get rid of the shackle. I don't want to chance that. Do the embers. I'm loving that combo. 160, 160, and 160, but also gain shield. Do that. Beautiful. Alright, we have enough shield. Alright, this guy doesn't seem too bad, as long as we keep getting rid of the shackles. None of that, please. Okay, big hit. Big hit. That'll break him. We'll have one more, punch him. There we go. Okay, that went really well. That went like really well. At the start of turn, activate any one initiative card from your hand without cost. It wants me to give it to her because she's the only one that doesn't have something, so sure. And then some credits. Done. Okay, no choices to make, so we move into the next one. Okay, only one attack. Weaken everybody would be pretty decent. Not doing much damage to me. I don't want to max out. Alright, let's use this. I don't want to max out. Okay, so everything should be a crit. We get our buff up higher, and then we punch you. Eeny meeny, I suppose. And then we can do OIC and we'll weaken everybody. 1 point left. I guess I should have done the morale. I should have done the morale. Give the last ring to the healer. Okay, defense based. That would not be terrible. But we could finish him with that. That doesn't finish anyone off. Okay, let's... Yeah, let's do the upgrade. Do the punch. He is going to attack me. Is it better to use the heal or the shield? I think the heal. Heal also seems to lower stress maybe a little bit if those yellow minuses are what I think they are. Uh-oh. Fear. Maribel, fear. Mental breakdown. When you play 5 cards, remove the mental breakdown and reduce the stress of Maribel. Basically just eats up my hand. And heal. Alright, heal. Do your attack. Do your attack. Give it the G-Cord. I really like that upgrade that my damage dealer is the person who keeps actually doing that. Also, this guy is like handing out stress like crazy. Larva breeding. Mark. When using attack cards to 100% extra attack damage. Extra L on that. Oh my goodness, Maribel. She's back. Alright, we healed some. Put up a shield. Morale. Ouch, what a bad turn. Can we finish him? Sure can't. And... well, he's not going to attack, so I guess that's fine. Okay, in 5 turns he's attacking. Okay, let's do the heal before we attack. Then finish him. Eliminated. Alright, that wasn't too bad, but we did definitely come out taking damage from that. Okay, eeny meeny, these look like they're shops, maybe? Or no, random events and then a shop. Guess it doesn't really matter on this run. From a gloomy tent set up behind the Chaos Order banner, a heavy scent of blood fills the air. We could examine the box, dice roll 7. Upon success, obtain rare or legendary equipment, or we could enter the tent. Let's get some more equipment. Let's just hope it's good. Oh, we get to roll the d20. This is a nice looking d20, by the way. Failed. Womp womp. Party struggles open the chest. A noise caused the tent to rustle and the creator appeared. Seems the chest owner has no interest in hearing your group's explanation. The group is quickly forced to prepare for battle. Okay, we could shield. We could morale. We could do more morale. Okay, neither one of them is currently planning to attack. You're gonna do a bunch of fanatic. Okay, let's get our buff. Let's punch that guy. I don't need the shield. I guess I should have done the morale again. Alright, well, we're gonna toss it anyways. I gotta check those morales earlier in my turns. Okay, now they are going to attack. one attack, two. Okay, we do have multiple attacks. We can probably kill one of these guys. Let's go ahead and do the big buff. All right, punchy punch. Joint attack. Shelter kick. Oh, so close. Yes. Okay, good. Oh, I'm glad we finished that guy off. I was gonna feel rather dumb if he lived at 11 HP. All right, he's again not trying to attack me. We'll do Soul Rip. Attack. And done. Very nice. After defeating the cultists, the group opened the chest and checked the contents. At the start of battle, gain 1 immunity. Has 9 defense. They want me to switch this out. Am I not allowed to see what that is? I just have to remember? I don't love that. At least we get some refund, I guess? I'm gonna follow the recommendation. Extract. All right, I'll trust you. Do you want to convert the equipment? Receive as credits. Okay, so that just trounces the thing that we have and gets rid of it. Okay. I wish I could open up the equipment that it's trying to replace, so because I just don't have these memorized or anything. As you do. I hope that they translate these speech bubbles. Okay, so we could go to the shop, we could rest, we could train. Alright, the number of uses will not be deducted from using shops. Cool. Alright, we got a little devil lady. Remove card. On sale. Okay, so it's using some of my credits. What are you? And a weapon. Increase attack damage of the first attack card in each battle by 25%. Hey, that wouldn't be terrible. She doesn't have a weapon. Trigger epiphany for the equipped combatant. 20 health. I think this is also 20 health. Energy barrier. It's a skill. Does a shield and gives an action point. I don't hate that. I don't know if I can only buy one thing. That's why I'm looking at everything first. We can refresh shop. Okay, another defense item. When an ally causes break, reduce 1 cost of a random card by 1 for this turn. That would be really good because she is kind of a break team person. I assume that you go here. I'm going to buy that one. That seems really good. All right, negotiate, but we have nobody who can use it. I'm going to get this. We're going to give it to her. Okay. We have 59 left. We can't afford anything. I think this is the end of the run. If I'm reading this right, I'm just going to refresh just to see more. Yeah. Okay, we've seen the gas mask before. Atomic decomposition is an attack. Deal 230% piercing damage to all enemies. Not bad. Wander of the Void. For 1 turn, target's actions count does not decrease. Okay, so we can make the enemy not be able to attack. Weakness immunity. Celestial Exhaust. Heal 250. Okay, cool. Can you look at... Oh, can I look at gear? Yes, here we go. All right, was I happy that we didn't replace that? Fortitude 1. I don't know what Fortitude 1 is, so I don't know if I'm happy or not. At start turn, activate 1 initiative card. I don't think I have any initiative cards. Because these are attack, skill, upgrade. I think it would say initiative here. I'm not sure what else it would be. Skill, attack, skill. Yeah. If that is something else, I don't know what it is yet. Okay, we could train, but we're broke. I only had 49, so I couldn't have afforded that anyways. So we'll go ahead and rest. Confirm. Leave. All right, let's see if our run was good enough to beat the boss. What do the left and right arrows do? Let me see. Summon Aqua Ball. Yeah, we knew about that. Okay. At the moment, they do nothing. I haven't touched my keyboard until just now. Everything I've done has been with the mouse, which makes sense. This is obviously made to be done with a touchscreen. Okay, so what are you planning on doing here? Create Aqua Ball. Okay, maybe he's gonna summon in ads. Protection of water. Gain 2 morale equal to the number of water balls. Danger sense. For 1 turn, if health decreases by 8% of max health, immediately gain frothing. We're definitely gonna froth him. Sentence I never thought I would say in my life. Alright, so we don't need to use her skill. We could use some healing. On extra attack, deal extra damage. Yep. Alright. Upgrade, upgrade, and a punch. Alright, was that enough to froth you? Okay, we added vulnerability. No, I guess? No reason not to heal. And go. Oh, I should have checked before. You're right. Damage taken minus 20%. I mean, that's not terrible. Okay, I was right. They did make ads. Water shield. 60% shield to all monsters. When the summoner dies, this monster dies. Okay. No problem with that. They are going to do a lot of damage to me this turn, so maybe we do this. It's a 0. I think that's because she had a mental break, so we get 1 free use of that. If it goes back to normal cost, I guess we can't multiple use it, so never mind. Okay, extra shield, extra shield. We're only going to get barely hurt. Counterattack and weak. Yeah, you know what? Get weak. Okay, now you're not going to break my shield. I could just pop those. I think I will. I don't want him to build up a bunch of shield. Not going to finish that off, unfortunately. Our shield didn't break, so we got extra damage on the counterattack. Shield. Deal defense-based damage. Game counters. Yep. Okay, and we killed off the ad. Perfect. I should have done the morale thing again. At this point, it's better to just do the attacks. Not enough AP. Right. Just frothing up a storm. Create mini aqua balls. How many is mini? It's 3 apparently. Okay, energy barrier. Yes. I would like 1 extra action point. That is huge. We actually have an economy card. And ironically enough, I can't even spend it all. I think we're gonna do this. We're not gonna kill with that. Okay, let's do this. Rock and roll. 100% damage to all enemies and 3 morale. That is not bad. That is not bad. All right, does that? Yes. Now it lets me actually finish some things off. Punchy punch. Punchy punch. Punchy punch. I don't know if that's the right call, but generally speaking, bosses that want to summon, you should never let them keep their summons. Oh, left, right in the shop. I missed it there, Union. Okay, shelter hold. He is planning on summoning. Alright, we'll do a heal here. Alright. 260 or 100. Okay, that actually hits harder since we don't have any other attack. Having a second AoE would be rather nice. We've only really got the 1 attack. Okay, Nina's Curiosity. Okay, we're gonna do this right for once. Curiosity first. Going to attack. Alright, let's actually break him. We get a lot of stuff off of that. I'm not getting anywhere through these balls. Maybe we just focus fire here for a second. It's not gonna finish those. Alright, we will weaken everybody. No, I don't know if I played that right. Okay, decent amount of counterattacks there. Yep, number of counterattacks equal to the people hit. Boom! I like that. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, we have double heals and attack. Right. Do the attack and get the embers. Nice. Okay, not bad. I mean, obviously we're playing on easy mode here, but that's cool. That worked. Okay, copy card. Select a card to duplicate. Ooh. Ooh, that's a hard choice. Energy barrier is my only thing in my deck that gives an extra action point. That is really good. But Rising Dragon Spire is one of my best attacks. I think we, because she is by far my best damage dealer, I think we dupe that. Okay, we got a piece of equipment. Moon of Destruction. Health. Damage dealt increases by 5% per different debuff on the target when attacking. Nature's Hostility. When defeating an enemy, deal 150% damage to all enemies. Do I have to select? I have to pick one. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put on my damage dealer. We'll trade this thing out. Confirm. Okay, we got some credits. Maybe this does carry through for multiple runs. And some chaos loot. Consume one chaos certification to exchange for... Okay, so we're limited in the number of rogues that we can do for rewards. Womp womp. Alright, so we got common growth stone. Potential material. XP and XP. Okay. Oh, Union, you must be a little bit behind. Make sure you hit live on YouTube and make sure you're up to date. That decision has already been made. Okay, I like the run. Okay, so we can unlock new cards, which are what we pick at the beginning of a run. During the next 2 visits to Delang's shop, the price of one randomly displayed item is reduced by 50%. That'll be all right. Final score, we got that. What was my thought process to pick that? This is the one that's doing most of my damage, and we are getting the enemies with 2 or 3 debuffs right now, which would be 10%, 15% extra damage. That's my thought process on that. The other one was do 150% damage when you kill a target. Maybe that could be useful, but no, it's not going to help against bosses that don't summon ads. So that's my thought process on that. And it's not like any of this is permanent. Like, we obviously can trade gear out. All right, we got a bunch of save data. Cool. Yep. Okay, that was pretty interesting. I like the mode, I will say. Yeah, I do like the mode. We kind of lucked out there, I think, that we had a team that could do that. All right, just out of curiosity, if we were going to switch you out, who else do we have that does passion? We have the sniper. We have a dude, forget you, and Owen. All right, let's look at the sniper's skills, just out of curiosity. Not from here, though. The thing is, I do think that the support character is doing a lot. She's making us get extra attacks quite often. She's also my only healing. Only, like, real healing. Everyone else is shield. Okay, you're also shield, so that would not work. Damage, mark, damage and mark. All enemies, damage. Some extra passion weakness. That would be a good combo. Tactical maneuver, gain shield. Tenacity damage is increased by 100%. When you perform an extra attack, deal tenacity damage 1. Okay, that would combo well with our damage dealer, but then we'd have 2 damage dealers and a tank. Seems like we need the healing at the moment, at least. All right, so if I go here, if we looked at these, I just want to look at some other skills. So You're a dot dealer. You do have a heal, but it's literally a heal. You... Yeah, one heal. No. You have multiple heals, right? You have 2. You do. You have 3 and an action point. Retain healing. Okay, that's not terrible. Unique. Wave 1. At the start of the turn, game wave 1. Okay. She seems like she would be a better healer, but less offensive power here. Like a much better healer. Replacing the defender. Okay, we can look at that too. I just want to look through everybody. Okay, you don't do the right damage type really though. And you're not, yeah, you also don't do that. Snack time. Select 1 card from your hand, exhaust. Heal 100% and draw 1. That's interesting. Okay, let's look at that. So if we were going to do healer instead, excuse me, tank, it would be a mirror. I mean, she's got some great assets about her, so that could be a possibility. Is she still shield though? I mean, I guess that's fine on the defender. She's the wrong damage type though. Because we're implanting weakness to passion, it makes sense to keep multiple people that do passion. All right, it just is what it is with what we have. Okay, more achievements. I doubt we're going to get enough for another pull or anything, so kind of moot. I guess we actually have enough for 2. Okay, where are we at? 3.5 hours. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. I think I'm probably going to play around a little bit more while I still can today, but my voice is kind of going out, and I do need to record some more this weekend, so I can't blow my voice out here. So, oh, you can click them and they move. Of course you can. Of course you can click them and they move. So, my initial thoughts, it's very standard gacha. Just, is that good, is that bad? I think that's just going to depend if you like gacha games or not. I like the combat. How much longer is the beta? This is a limited playtest and it turns off tomorrow morning for my time. So not very much longer. I'm definitely going to come back, I think, when they do an open playtest again or something, just to see. But my initial impression's pretty good. I'm disappointed we have a weapon banner, essentially. Maybe it's not as bad as some games. We'll see. In fact, we didn't go do that. Let's just open that and look. So we would want partner. And we have 1 billion of them. So I would need to go in and combine things and whatnot. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fiddle with this at the moment. But so I'm a little disappointed we have that. I would prefer we were just pulling for characters. Beyond that, I mean, it's very generic anime art, but it's well done. I like the art for combat styles and whatnot. A little high on the fan service from what I normally play, but I don't hate fan service, so it doesn't bother me. I could definitely see some people not liking the Gooner bait. Beyond that, the story at least seems interesting enough. Gacha games are really notorious for having the beginning of the game story be kind of mid at best, and then they usually get better. I don't know if that's going to be the case here, but it was at least interesting enough. It caught my attention. I like the roguelike thing. I'm disappointed that there's a currency. Maybe that currency is just for getting the rewards at the end, but it's hard to justify playing modes when you're not getting rewards out of them. So I'm a little disappointed by that. But again, I just really don't like that energy mechanic in general. So it's not this game specific. That's a criticism of gachas in general. This is mild for cooking. Interesting. When is Fate Grand Orders tryout? They would have to either sponsor me, or there would have to be some event that was super crazy popular for me to do that. Do they have a PC client? That's also, this is specifically a PC client. I'm not emulating this or anything. So that gets a big thumbs up from me. I mentioned before, but I had tried to play a little bit of Arknights a couple years ago, and my computer just wouldn't run BlueStacks properly. And at the time, I didn't have a phone that I could play it on. So that kind of was the end of that. There's a decent chance I might do a little bit of Arknights content. I kind of want to run through some of their story before Innsfield comes out. It seems like that was leaked that it's early 2026. So I may do a little bit of Arknight content. Maybe we'll do like a little free to play playthrough or something. They have a PC client too. So again, big props for that. Overall, I'm really, like I said, I liked it. That was my initial impression. It was pretty smooth. The only bug I encountered, well, two things. One, on the initial login screen, when I changed the volumes, it wouldn't apply. Like there was no apply button and nothing else I did would make it go. So it was blowing my ears out before I started streaming. I had to change system sounds to get it under control. So that needs to be done. And you really should be able to get to the settings button as soon as you load into the game. I had to go through multiple things before I could get to it. So that was a little bit of a shaky spot. And the only other thing I saw was like one or two little like translation quibbles, but not bad or anything. Yeah, the partner and combatant wording. It seems like that screen, I'm gonna say like 90% meant combatant, but it said partner. And that's a big distinction because those are two totally different things. So they need to check that screen. If they mean partner, it certainly didn't look like that was the case when we read the poll rules. And if they meant combatant, then they need to fix the word. Click pulse. That thing? I see. Again, I think that's mainly because it's for touchscreens. I guess I didn't even notice that, despite you calling it out multiple times. Oh, yep, that's true, Union. The third thing, those little pop-up messages went away faster than I can read. I think it said, you've been playing for X hours. Gaming too much is unhealthy. I think that's a stupid message for a gaming company to put into their game, but it's fine. But it should stay on screen a little longer and just let me click to get rid of it, because I couldn't read that fast. It literally took me 3 tries to get all the way through it. And there were a couple other menus that did that too. Something popped up and I couldn't read it fast enough and it auto went away. So again, minor quibbles though. That's not like game breaking or anything. So I would give this a thumbs up. If you guys found it interesting, they probably have a sign up thing on the website that you can go do. I don't think you could get into this playtest, but they might be doing more in the future. Yeah, so interesting enough. I quite enjoyed it. For the channel, there's a chance that I may do a stream tomorrow afternoon. If I do, it might be Arknights, honestly. I'm kind of in a gacha mood. I don't know for certain. I need to get some other recordings done, so I don't know if that's going to happen or not. On Monday evening at the normal stream time, we're going to check out the new Stellaris DLC. It's all about psionic rework and whatnot. So I think I have a build in mind. I think we're going to play psychic vampires. So that should be pretty interesting. All right, that's it for my voice, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out and being cool. I really appreciate when people hang out for content that's outside of the normal wheelhouse. I do consider myself a variety channel because I am a variety gamer. So it's encouraging when people are willing to give things a chance, even if you're normally here for Dominions or whatever else you're here for. So thank you guys for hanging out and being cool. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I showed off the game kind of interestingly. Yeah, that's all I got. All right, I'm gonna go rest my voice because it's getting cracky here. Enjoy your Saturday or Sunday, depending on where you're at, and I will see you in the next one. Babble out.
別に黒が好きってわけじゃないわ。